What up, what up, what up, what up, everybody? It's New York from New York in your city podcast. Wait for everybody to get in. Come on in, smash that like as you come up in the place to be. Smash that like as you come up in the place to be as we go live. Man, I see already a few people in here. Mark Leon, what's happening? D Brooks, what's happening? Oh my female guest of the night. Cars with Coco's in the building. And she will be on right after TNT Garage. Shout out to her. And also shout out, she hit 1K, y'all. She hit that 1K. Shout out to her for hitting that 1K. Demon Durango, what's happening, bro? What's happening? Salute. That's salute to you, bro. Texas boy, I see you up in the building. I see you up in here, strolling up in here. Man, y'all come up on in here and get comfortable. Man, this is the Valentine's Day edition. And why I call it the Valentine's Day edition? Well, as y'all know, Valentine's Day is tomorrow. But also, we have our first solo female on here. Like, I had a couple on here. Now, our first solo female, and she know all about cars. Now, I know y'all done DM me and hit me up, and private message me about her and whatnot. I hope you're here in the place to be because she's going to answer a handful of questions. But I'm going to tell y'all right now, do not get slick mouth with her. She's real cool people. Be respectful. I know my people in here going to be respectful, but, for the new people coming in here, definitely be respectful. Because, we want her to come back, and we want more ladies to come on. We want more ladies to come on because I love when ladies are doing their thing, especially in the car business, especially just liking anything about cars. I love it, period. Even if they're just showing up to the car stuff and be like, you know what, I like that car right there. I love it because it's not just a male sport. This is not a game just for males at all, period. There's some females out here riding, doing the damn thing, and Miss Koko is one of them. But we're going to save the rest of the talk for her when she comes up on in here. Mean Gene, what's happening? What's happening, Mean Gene? Smash that like as you come up in here. I want to welcome everybody up in here in New York's live YouTube podcast. This is the place to be. New York in your city, you in the building. This is the place to be. I'm glad y'all up in here. Only y'all making sure I see all the comments. As y'all know, I got the comments on the big screen. I'm working everything up down here. I'm using my phone today. One thing because it's light, another thing because it shows just good pictures just as anything else. So I say, you know what? I'm going to use my phone. So let me know y'all can hear me loud and clear. I already did the sound check already. I already know y'all can hear me, but I just want to make sure y'all can hear me loud and clear because the first guest of the night is already ready to go. So as y'all come up in the place to be, smash that like and sit back, grab your popcorn, grab your drink, grab your Corona, grab whatever it is that you got because you do not want to miss what's going on. I swear you don't want to miss what's going on because this is going to be fun. We're going to sit back and have a good time, y'all. Loud and clear, Mean Gene, all right? Well, being as loud and clear, we're going to go ahead and get started, man. We're getting started here in 1 minute. Because we're gonna stay on time with this time schedule. Well, I just want to make sure everybody can hear me loud and clear. Mean Gene said he hear me loud and clear, so I'm guessing everybody else can hear me loud and clear. And we're gonna rock like that. Hold on, somebody sent me a message about something. It's always somebody sending messages. Are you on live? I always say it every time. Yes, I am. I'm on live right now. This is not a game. I'm on live. I am definitely on live. You can catch me. I'm on live. This is live, people. Hold on, y'all, to adjust my Bluetooth headset. All right, y'all. We waiting for some people to come up in here. Great watching your series, New York. Man, Damon Durango, I appreciate it, man. And I appreciate you for joining that series because, man, you're part of the first season, man. Somebody said to me the other day, they was like, man, your first season is off the hook. And I was like, I didn't even think of it as a first season. But you know what? All right, that's what's up. I'm going to think of it that way. My thing was just keep it going and keep it smooth and keep it flowing. That was my whole thing. So we definitely going to keep it going. So y'all, I want to welcome to the stage. Y'all know him. He's one of the funniest guys in the garage. Y'all seen the promos on IG for those that got a chance to see it on IG. I know me and Jen, you don't do IG. I know you and Beach. There's a couple people that do IG, but it's fine. Everybody else that saw it on IG, y'all know this is one of the funniest guys you ever want to meet. I'm going to welcome to the stage Mr. TNT Garage himself. Come up in the place to be. What's happening, bro?
Oh, yeah, New York in your city. What's happening? What's happening, fam?
Man, ain't much, man. Man, thank you for coming up in the place to be. Oh, come on, Beast, Mean Gene. Y'all don't have that crying fit. I'm actually, hold up, before I get started. Mean Gene and Beast, just for y'all, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put all of them together and not going to have the music that's with it. I'm using my music from shout out to Tanner So Lit at chosenbeatsclub.com. Go get your beats from there. Check him out. He got the hottest beats. I'm gonna use his beats and do a whole long promo and post it. After I have about let's say about I can say about 20 guests on here. I'll put them all together so everybody can see them, but it won't have the beats that go with them. I'm just telling you, the beats on IG are sick that go with them, but y'all don't get a chance to see it. For those that didn't get a chance to see it, I'm doing that just for y'all too, because y'all been rocking me for a minute. Yes, bet Gene, I'm doing it for you, doing it for peace. Y'all been rocking for a minute. Anyway, back to the show. TNT Garage, what's happening? I got flooded with so many questions, but I always start my show like this.
What's
I
happening,
want
my
to
boy?
know, and other people want to know how you got started. I know a little bit how you got started, everything, and the moves you have made. And I have questions that people ask me about. Did that Rust-Oleum paint hold up on the truck? Because there's one guy that wanted to do that. So we're gonna go ahead and start it off. But man, tell some of your history, and then we'll get into the truck.
Okay, man. Man, my YouTube history is crazy, y'all. It's nuts. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of people know I used to have an old channel. It was called 3T Automotive, and
I remember that
a
channel.
lot
I was
of stuff
actually
happened
from.
that wasn't cool with another channel that was linked with that channel, and that channel got deleted, man. I'm
Also,
gonna say it was some copyright stuff, which
Koko, we can't say the
I
S word
love
up
to
in here.
edit and put different things in my videos, man. And somebody,
Uh,
one particular person, they got on your boy, and man, I had to start all over again. But hey, with TNT Garage, man, I said I was gonna do it different. I said I was gonna have this channel with me and my son. We're gonna have everything positive, man. We're gonna come with comedy and cars, man. We're gonna, just make this thing funny, have a good time. Um, I mean, just pretty much just show everything that's going on within the garage, man. The good, the bad, the ugly, and just to make people laugh, man. That's the whole, scope of my channel, man, is to make people
hold
laugh
up, Koko.
and to just show them my progress within cars and just give my little tips on whatever I know, man. I don't know a whole lot, but the stuff that I do know, you know what I'm saying. I want to share it with everybody and just share it in a way that make people laugh and brighten their day, man.
Exactly. And you know what? That's one of the great things I love about your channel. And not only just that, you having your son out there to pass those skills along. And y'all out there learning together and what you passing along. I love that generational thing passing along. My dad,
Oh
my
yeah,
uncles did it with me. I'm gonna do it with my son, even though my son is only two, I'm already doing it with him now. And because I started, my dad had me out there when I was 2, 3 years old, showing me how to do whatever, showing me how to put
oh
on tires,
yeah,
do this, do that. Just learning the whole basis of it. And I love that you're doing it. And man, everybody, talked about the promo I put together. I was like, man, did you put all that together? No, this was
oh
his
yeah,
video already. I just added my secret touch to it. But they was like, man, your son, they was like, he's funny, you funny. They want to check in. They said, man, we're gonna check in and watch every little thing, period. Most the builder, I see you said my daughter's the helper, man. That's what's up. I'm always about, teaching next generation. So, some
oh
people say,
yeah,
you know what, next generation don't want nothing to do with cars. You have someone that don't. But you know what? Just to learn the basics. Not saying you have to be a mechanic, but learn the basics so hey, this is what I need. Or hey, I won't get shitted, and I mean the word shitted, by another shop somewhere if I'm getting something done. They're just not talking out their ass because that happens sometimes. Not all shops. I'm gonna
yeah,
correct that. Not all shops, but some do that. If they see you don't know nothing, oh, here come a sucker coming. So it used to be you bring a man which you didn't know, but now sometimes it's some men that don't know shit. Because I
oh
get
yeah. They
called to
coming at
go,
you, bro. They coming
I
at you.
get called to go to a lot of places just to see. What up,
Oh yeah,
LSSC in the building? I get called to go to a lot of places, with people just to make sure they're getting the right deal, or they'll hit me up. Hey, you know how to fix this, or somebody can do this, somebody can do that. And usually I know somebody. If I don't know nobody, I'll go with you to whoever you're going and make sure you're getting a good deal. And that's why I say, it's a great thing what you're doing. And I encourage anybody with kids,
oh
even
yeah,
grandkids, show them a little something. They attention span might be a little shorter, and it might be over here, might be over there, but show them a little something, make it interesting. And I think the way you're doing is making it very interesting because he's having fun with it and he's able to watch every bit of what you're doing and retain that information.
Exactly. Hey, and funny thing about it is, man, the way I got started is because I got messed up. I got messed over at a shop, man. I don't know if you've seen the video,
I
but
seen the
that's what
video.
made me start working on my own stuff, man. Hey, man, they messed me over, man. I was like, man, I'm gonna have to learn myself, man. I'm not gonna let nobody do me like that no more. So, hey, I want to pass that down to generation and generations, man. You know, and
Exactly, and that's how I am about passing stuff down. I'm like, you know what, you got to pass something down, some knowledge. You know, knowledge is the key, and that's something you can't never take. You can lose all the money in the world, but knowledge is with you until you leave this world. So, like I said, I'm a fan of that, and that's what gravitated me to your channel a long time ago, and also because you're a Georgia
yep.
Bulldog fan. So, I mean, that was another thing that got me as well. And I was like, oh man, and I was, oh man, he's down in Georgia. Okay,
Oh
okay.
yeah.
So, so
Oh
I'll always
yeah.
watch, you do your thing. Yeah, that right there. So I always watch you do your thing and whatnot. And one of the questions that struck me was this.
Oh yeah. Them dogs,
I
boy.
had a question, everything put up, and somebody asked me these, and I have a slew of questions that people ask, and I always go through and try to find the ones that intrigue me to ask you. And one of the ones was this. They saw the video what you doing the rust all in paint on the truck and what you wet sand. They was like, well, you know what? I would rather do that than, take it to a paint shop because I have a C10 truck I'm
Mm-hmm.
working on. I want to read the comment to you. He said, I have a C10. I have a 1982 C10 truck that I'm working on. The body's primed. I bought it primed. I already did an LS swap. Oh, wow. He said, I did an LS turbo swap already. Okay, that's what's up. And he said, I'm looking for, a great way to just put some paint on it. I'm not trying to do show quality, but something decent. And I like the
Ooh.
video that you did and others have done with just using Rust-Oleum paint. So they want to know how well has that held up, especially after you did the wet sand and buff. Sorry, y'all,
Hey,
for the
I'm gonna
delay.
be honest.
Uh,
I did it with the 2K Prime, no, the 2K Clear, and the 2K Clear, hands down, with their Rust-Oleum. I have it sitting outside right now in the weather, and I'll spray it off with water, and man, that thing looked shinier than regular paint that we got out there, man. And I didn't
yeah,
even
that took
finish
clear
wet sanding and buffing it, man. So hopefully in the future, I'm gonna change the color. I'm not gonna go red. I'm gonna go white in honor of my granddad. He had a white one back in the day, and he passed in 2018. So I'm gonna go white, and then hopefully, you guys can see the whole truck getting painted, and we can do longevity tests and all that kind of stuff. But pretty much from what I heard, that Rust-Oleum, it lasts pretty good, man. It lasts pretty good, especially with that 2K clear that I use, man.
Yeah, and I've done it before, especially as a painter. I had this guy, he didn't have a lot of money, and he said, man, I just want to put some paint on this motorcycle. He had a Harley that he fixed up. It was a 2007, I think it was, that he fixed up, and he stuck a 103 motor on it. He said, man, look, I'll bring you the pieces. Just do something, you know, something. So it don't look primer, it don't look crazy, because it was like a matte black primer. And so I said, okay. So I did it for him in my garage, and it was on my old channel. I need to find that footage and post it up. And I had the bright idea, you know what, let me go get this Rust-Oleum paint. Let me go get this 2K clear. And it was a place I used to go to that had the tall 2K clear, where it was 2 times the amount, and you just push the thing at the bottom,
Yeah,
mix it, shake it up. And I had it on an adapter that worked just like a
yeah,
spray gun. And I painted the whole thing. I painted it black for him because he said he wanted it black. He said, I don't care what you do as long as it's black. After I did it and he came to pick it up, he could not believe, like, man, I just wanted something simple. I didn't even want to show quality. I was like,
yeah,
would you believe I did that with Rust-Oleum spray cans? He said, ain't no way. And I showed him. I said, yes, way. Look, I used this and I used this tall can, 2 tall cans of the 2K clear. I
yeah,
said, I did both fenders. I did your bags. I did your tank. I did the other part, and I did your side covers. He couldn't believe how nice it came out. And I went through and polished it for you. I said, I didn't really have to wet sand and buff really hard. Oh, here come Koko with that roll tire roll. Okay. Yeah, roll tire roll. They rolled over to the side too, didn't they? anyway, um, anyway,
come on, bro. Uh-uh. No
I know.
roll tide in this live, man. All them but them dogs, bro.
You know what? Appreciate it, Ellis. Ellis said, "Go dogs." You know what, Coco? We're gonna talk about that when you come on next. But the craziest thing is, he couldn't believe it, and he showed his wife, and I told him, I said, "Yeah, man, I told you 350 for me doing that everything." He said, He ended up giving me $500. He was like, man, this is looks. He said, man, I don't even want to touch it. I said, man, it's good. It's cured. It's good. You good to go. Take it, put it on. He put all his parts back on, rode his bike up for me to see it. And man, it looked real good. I said, man, he said, man, people think I done went.
Yeah.
People think I done went to, to a body shop somewhere and got it done. I told them what you did. They couldn't believe it. So one of his other friends hit me up and said, hey, man, I want the same treatment you did with his. I got a bike I put together. It's a 2010 setup, blah, blah, blah. I said, well, bring me all the pieces that you want painted. He brought me everything, the inner, the outer. He bought me, every little piece he bought me. I said, okay, what color you want it? He said, man, I was going to ask for black, but, it, dude's already black, do something a little different. So what I did was I said, you know what? I said, what colors you don't want? He said, I don't want pink. I don't want purple. I don't want this. So I'm writing everything he don't want. So, okay, I got you. So I noticed the truck he was driving was a two-tone color. It was black and blue. I said, you know what? Let me do a midnight blue. So I had ended up ordering online. I ordered Rust-Oleum that was close to midnight blue. Did it with 2K clear. Called him to pick it up. When he came to pick it up, I had everything in the crate. He gave it to me all wrapped up. I unwrapped it for him. He said, ain't no way you painted that with a spray can. I said, yeah. So, yeah. You can actually do that. So for that person that asked that question for me, and I know I'm getting off on a tangent, that person asked that question, hopefully that answers that question. Like I could answer it for them, but they directed towards you. So I'm going to leave it towards you. Another person asked, which I had to pull this question. They said, man, being here a Bulldog fan, have you ever been to a Georgia Bulldog game?
Hey, actually, I'm glad you guys asked that. My brother, he used to play for the Bulldogs. He actually started for 3.5 years on the offensive line. So, you know what I'm saying? I got free tickets all the time, man. It got so bad the senior year, I didn't even go to a lot of games because I was tired of going to the game. I was wanting to watch it at the house because it's a lot easier, man. Those games are a headache. I ain't gonna tell no lie, man. But I got free tickets, man. So hey, I mean, even to this day, if I wanted to go, he got the hookup. So hey, I can get some tickets to get up there and play. Watch, not play. I didn't play for Georgia. I played for a small black college up there in Charlotte, North Carolina. I played a little DB up there, man. But
I know Charlotte.
I wasn't big time like my brother played with the Bulldogs.
Let's see. It wasn't North Carolina A&T because that's outside of Charlotte. Let's see. I know the school is right there off of 85. I can't think of the name of it. But I'm guessing that school.
Yep. In the hood.
Yep, it's in the hood right there.
Yep, in the Johnson C.
Right
Smith.
Yeah, I lived in Charlotte for a quick little minute, so I kind of know. Hold on, somebody send me a message. Okay, they didn't want nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. The next question, we're gonna keep rolling on to the next question. Next question is this. He said, hey, I'm trying to get this guy. I tell us a guy. He said, yeah, it's a guy. He said, hey, I'm trying to get my son out there to do some of the same thing. My son is 6 years old. He has no interest in cars. I've tried and tried and tried. He said, what motivates your son to come out there with you?
Well, man, it's a relationship thing, man. Me and my son, bro, man, we got an amazing relationship, man. Pretty much, if I told him let's go out there and shovel doo-doo, man, I think he'll come out there and do it with me. He might complain a little bit, but man, he just loved to be with his daddy, man. That's the main thing, just build a relationship with your son, and then I feel like whatever you like to do, your son just going on following your footsteps, man. And that's all he want to do. He just want to follow and pop footsteps, man. And he's always asking me, Dad, can I do this? Can I do that? Can I do this? I want to be on the channel. I want to do roadblocks on the channel. But I told him, man, this is a car channel, man. We got to do things car related, man. So, just build that relationship with him, man. I think that'll help in the long run.
And you know what? And that's also a great thing as well that he wants to go out there, especially when they're that young. Man, have him out there, have them do the things, because it's going to get to a point when they get teenagers and they're going to be like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this. Or they might be like me, be like, man, I'm out here. I'm out here, period. But it's definitely a great thing. One of the other questions is this. Somebody actually said, in that promo that, they directed towards me and you, they said, New York, in that promo you did when that thing sparked, how come you take out the battery cable? Did he learn his lesson from that moment?
Oh man, hey, that was one of my brain fart moments, man. I'm gonna tell y'all need to give me a little leeway, man, because I got two boys too now, man. I got a 1 year old and a 2 year old. So man,
Oh
I
man,
was running on no
I
fumes,
got two
man,
girls.
and I was around here just trying to mess with I forgot what I was messing with, but that spark came up, man. I was looking crazy like, man, why didn't I disconnect the battery? That's the number one rule when you messing with anything. Disconnect that battery, man.
Man, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and answer this because he direct told me to. I didn't shoot that promo. That promo's from his page. I just included it in the promo I made for the night from being on the night because I thought that was funny. I said, you know what? We human. We make mistakes. He just forgot about it at the moment. Like, oh shoot! Like he said, he had a brain fart. So being he had that brain fart, it just
Yeah.
happened. It just happened. And we all had it before.
Yeah.
We all had it when we forgot to do this or do that. You know, but at the same
Yeah.
time, we try to correct it and whatnot. Yo, what up, Queen B? I see you up in the building. We try to correct it and whatnot. But I thought I pulled that question out because the guy that put that he said, man, it so happened I messed around and did the same thing, and he said it knocked me about 20 feet back. I ain't gonna lie, that's hilarious.
Hey, I ain't gonna tell y'all what a spark came out of now. You know when the spark go in you, it gotta come out somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna tell y'all what.
Man, you know what? We're gonna leave that alone. What else swaps and stuff? Matter of fact, swap stuff, I gotta holler at you. I gotta hit you up on IG or something. Gotta try to get you on, man.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it alone, man.
Yeah, definitely leave that part alone. Because I know
Oh
where
yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
know that probably could have happened at. But man, you know what? I'm gonna say this much, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep having your son out there. I love what you're doing. Like I said, I love what you're doing with the channel. I love. I'm a person of character, not just character, man. Making things fun while you out there, and it makes great content. And what you're doing, man. I love it. I love every bit of it.
Yeah.
I love every bit of it. One of the other questions somebody asked me, they was like, well, besides
Oh
the
yeah,
truck, is
man.
there any
Hey,
other
same
vehicles
with
you're
you,
working
man.
on?
I love everything you're doing. Love these podcasts. Love you out there just trying to, elevate, especially us as car people, man. We really don't have a big spot in YouTube, but hey, I love everything you're doing, man. I appreciate you having me on here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if y'all ain't subscribed to New York, man, please do that. Subscribe to me. You know what I'm saying? If you want to laugh and see some crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna post everything. I'm not gonna cut anything. No filters. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be clean and wholesome. You're gonna be able to watch it in front of everybody in your family. So, hey, if you want to subscribe, please subscribe, man. I would greatly appreciate it. We're gonna definitely be doing some giveaways here soon. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, just come and join the family, y'all.
Definitely. And you know what? For the giveaways, I will be tuned in. Definitely will be tuning in and helping promote it as well. But yes, y'all go check out my man at TNT Garage. Man, he's doing some great
Oh
things. I
yeah.
like what he's doing, especially like I said, he got his son out there with him. And man, it's some great things he's doing with his channel. Definitely check him out. And definitely, if you're not following me, please go follow me. Please do. I saw a couple of new faces jump up in here. Please go follow me. Man, you will not be disappointed because there's more stuff coming. But definitely, TNT Garage, man, I appreciate you for coming through. I'm gonna save some of this time for my next guest coming through. But this is not gonna be the last time you come through.
All right, man. I'm definitely waiting, man. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting on you, man. Y'all have a good
Definitely.
one.
All right. You do the same. Man, shout out to TNT Garage for coming through, y'all. Man, he came through. He came through. Koko, you next at the back. But shout out to him for coming through, man. That was, man, y'all definitely go check out his channel. You do not want to miss, a lot of things he's doing, he's working on. Also, for as far as special announcements, I know that I normally do special announcements. There's really nothing special, really going on. The only special thing I got to say is March 7th. You already know what time it is. March 7th, for those that can make Demonology and Dunkmaster event, I will definitely be in the place to be. make your way down or up or across town, or if you're already in Texas, just across, down, whatever. Make your way there. You do not want to miss it. It's going to be a great event with a lot of people. That sounds good. You make me hungry. Oh, somebody must be cooking something. Queen Bee always cooking. This is networking at its finest. Great job, New York. I appreciate it, Swaps. Like I said, I need to hit you up because I got to get you up on here too, man. But definitely, for everybody, you do not want to miss that event. And also, we posted more flyers to more events coming up. I got hit up about a slew of events. A lot of them I'm going to try to make. I know I can't make all of them because some of them are on the same weekend. There's no way I can make all of them at the same time. But I will be posting up those flyers on YouTube and on IG. Definitely on IG, those flyers will be up because I want people to know all what's going on. Don't want anybody to miss it. Tony Hendricks Green. Hey, how you doing, Tony? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Please, as you come in, smash that like. As you come in, smash that like, and come follow, brother. Got more stuff coming. But stream almost always during my dinner time. Yeah, Queen Bee, I know it's always during your dinner time. I know y'all in that West Coast is doing the dinner time. But man, you're making everybody up in here hungry. Everybody's looking for some food now. Because you're naming everything you're cooking and everything that you're doing. People want to see it. They want to see it, and they want to eat. I know I'm starting to get hungry myself because I didn't eat before this live. So I want to make sure I was on time. Sound good. Thanks. I'm new here. Well, welcome, Tony. Welcome to the place to be. Also, welcome Dimples in the place to be. Welcome y'all in here. Y'all will not be disappointed. Smash that like as you come in, and also, follow your boy. Hit that notification bell because you do not want to miss things I got going on. Especially, I love when the ladies come up in here because it's going to be more ladies in the place to be. Because I want more women to come up on here because, like I said earlier at the beginning, this is not just a guy's game. This is also some ladies out here doing the damn thing. And my next guest is one of them. Whenever she comes on, I'm ready for her. She's one of them that's doing the damn thing. So, man, Queen Bee, I appreciate you for sharing me out. I appreciate it. Well, I know y'all tired of hearing me talk. My next guest is ready to go. Man, this is history in the making right here. Y'all, this is, like I said, it's the Valentine's Day edition because Valentine's Day is tomorrow. This is the first lady to come solo on New York in Your City's live podcast. So I want to welcome her to the building. I don't know if I need to wear my boots. It might get deep, but welcome to the building, Miss Koko, a.k.a. Cars with Koko. Speak to me. Welcome to the live podcast.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, she got all dolled up, all extra. Hey, fellas, y'all hold on, fellas. Hold on. Because I'm starting to get messages left and right. These people send me private messages. Look. This is not New York Love Connection. We're going to keep it professional up in here. But I will ask a lot of those questions because as soon as I hit the button for you to come on, I'm getting flooded with them. Flooded with questions. I wish I could show you. But if I spin it around, my tripod's going to fall. So what we're going to do is this. I'm going to pull out a handful of them. Yes, and you ain't got to keep asking that question 50 million times. Let me ask that question before I even started my life. I will ask that question. Just wait. Okay. Y'all, welcome Miss Koko to the building. Cars AK with Koko.
Everybody.
But before we welcome to the building, I want to say congratulations, Miss Koko has hit 1K. Congrats.
Yes. Thank you. And it's because of all of y'all. I appreciate it. Especially you when you put that promo out there. My likes, my views, my subscribers, it went up. And I want to especially thank Moff the Builder down there.
See.
Yes, he is responsible for everything. He is my producer. He is my editor. He is amazing. He's amazing. We share beautiful children together. Thank you so much. He is the best guy.
Hey, Moff, how you doing?
He's the
Moff,
best.
I'm gonna go ahead and warn you ahead of time. A lot of guys been asking a lot of serious questions, so I'm gonna warn you right now. This ain't from me. These from these other dudes on here. So don't come after me when you see me. Don't come after me.
No, that's fine. It's tough skin here. Tough skin.
Okay, I'm just but I will say this, Ms. Koko, congratulations for hitting that 1K.
Thank you.
Man, I know it's a big milestone. I'm trying to reach to get there. I know a lot of people, you ain't at 1K yet. No,
I'm
not yet.
surprised. I'm
I know I'm
surprised.
surprised just as much as you surprised, but I know it's climbing. I just crossed over 300, so I'm happy about that. You know, I worked hard to get there, and I
Right.
know it'll eventually get there. And I
Right.
know we're gonna really get there. And somebody tried to stop me the other week, but you know what? We ain't gonna talk about that. I talked about and addressed that already. You know, we
Right.
passed
Yeah.
that,
Oh no,
and we're
we're
just
not
gonna keep
letting that
running.
happen again. We're not gonna.
No,
I'm sorry,
no,
y'all. I'm not used to this bang, and I am so sorry. No, we're not gonna let that happen again. Never.
no, no, no,
So
no, no, no. And lucky they didn't get in or anything. So no, we're not gonna
mhm,
let that happen again. But Miss Coco,
definitely.
you know what? I'm so glad Month the Builder's in here to answer a lot of questions because he probably gonna answer some of these questions too. But my question, I'm gonna start with my question. Hold on, other people, the other dudes in here, they steady private messaging me. I want to ask this question.
Mhm.
Where did you get your love for cars and how did you start?
Okay, when I was elementary school, well, before my dad was stationed in North Carolina, he was always under a car. My dad had a Nova, so he was
Salute to our
always,
veterans.
huh?
I said salute to our veterans.
Yes, my dad was, he was always under that Nova, so he would show me things. And then
Mm-hmm.
when I was about 14, um, he would, because I stayed in Ohio with them for a while, and he would go outside, change brakes, change or whatever. He always did it in the mornings, and he would wake me up, and he was like, "Hey, get outside. Let's go learn how to do this. Watch me do this." And I was like, "Well, Dad, why are you making me do this?" And he says, "Because I do not want my daughter to have to depend on a man every time to do anything. There are certain
Oh, say it
things."
again. Say
My
it
daughter,
again.
he said he does not want his daughter to have to depend on any man to do everything for them all the time. There are certain things that we have to have men do. I mean, it's just we can't help it. That's just human nature. However, there are certain things that you do not need a man to do for you. I'm not saying the whole, oh, I don't need a man. Yes, you do, but that's a whole nother topic. Um
Well, we'll say that for next time you
yeah,
come
we'll say
on.
that for next time. But because I have some women mad with me. But anyway, moving on. But it's just certain things that you need men for. And to change your brakes, to change your oil, you don't need a man to do that. I promise you. That's uber easy. I mean, I had a video on how to change brakes. It wasn't a tutorial, but you guys, you saw how easy it was. It's stupid easy to change your brakes.
Yes, and I like the video because I've watched it several times. I like it, and not only that, you went in detail and you soft spoke it so well to the point I was like, man, anybody can do it. And for those that don't
It's
know, because
easy.
I got so many people. Heavy Chevy, what's happening? I got so many people hit me up. Oh boy, Heavy Chevy want him. He got the googly eye. Yeah, so many people hit me up. They was like, okay, somebody asked this question, which I already know the answer, but I want you to answer. They was
Okay.
like, okay, we saw the green Impala, then I saw a picture with the burgundy looking Impala. Which one is hers? Which one? And I'm gonna let you answer. I know the
Okay.
answer, but I'm gonna let you answer because
Okay.
people want to know.
All right. The W body, the one that I'm always working on, that is my car. That is one of the
He said
Impalas.
the W body.
Yeah, W
Boy,
body. That's yeah.
that's a turn off for people like me that's mechanic that work on cars. Like, oh man,
Yeah.
she even know the body style.
Yeah, W body. That's my, Camaros are F bodies, Trans Ams are F bodies. But anyway, moving on.
And y'all hear that?
Cutlass, that's a G body. That's
What?
everybody knows that. Yes, a G body. Everybody knows that.
I don't
But
know if everybody know that, but y'all hear that?
but yeah, the W body is mine. I'm in Ink Nation. Everybody shout out to Ink Nation. That's B body family across the
Yes,
board.
Nick Nation. Yes,
They
come on.
call my car, for some reason my car is nicknamed the Wimpala. So yeah, that's my Wimpala. Now the B body that's in the video belongs to my brother. I mean, that's my ace boon coon, Kevin Cook.
Shout out to Kevin Cook.
Kevin Cook, yes. That's his Impala. He has put a lot of work into it, and his was just perfect. And I was like, I gotta showcase my brother's car.
Yeah. Yes,
Mine,
she knows her shit.
yeah,
Yes, she does.
and mine, you'll see it eventually. Just You'll see it eventually.
Working on something. I see.
Yeah. You see, I've been on Big Murph's lives asking him all these questions, and it's not
And
for
you
nothing.
remember, I was right there. For
Yeah.
those that don't know, she was on Murph Live, and I was there during that time, and she was asking a lot of detailed questions of the difference between turbo, nitrous, pro chargers, and I remember saying Murph is one of the best ones to explain a lot of that because he goes in full detail because he's been around for so long. Shout out to my man Murph, man. That's the dunk legend right there. Even though he don't want to be gone, he doesn't want to be known as a legend. But to me, he is. I've known him for over 20 years.
Murph is the original dunk master. No disrespect to Sage, but Murph is the original dunk master. The original.
And you know what? Dunk master, me and him I talked to him about that a long time ago. And, he actually put out a video saying, he watched Murph and watched them and also and all that. And then he where Murph went for a minute. And Murph kept it real, which I am going to post that footage, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm going to post that footage. I have to edit it a little bit because it's from IG. I'm post that footage when Murph was on. Murph talked about it for a minute and Murph kept it real. So I'm going to go ahead and post it. Hopefully you don't take it down because he kept it all the way 100. I think he did 1,000.
Murph doesn't sugarcoat
come back
anything.
on the show, come up here soon. But definitely while you was on there and you asked all these detailed questions and he went in, I was like, man, Koko really know her stuff. Okay. You know what? I got to have her on the show. And I know I answered a lot of questions for you when you had asked a lot of them. But like I said, Murph was one of those that knows way more than I do when it comes to that. And especially when you asked about that box, and a lot of people don't know about that box. And y'all, let me correct myself. When I'm saying a box, I ain't talking about the box y'all think I'm talking about. I'm talking about it's a box that comes with the turbo. Let me correct that because I got somebody send message to my box.
Boxer,
no. I mean, it's that box with a bunch of hearts by it. I'm like, not that box. No.
Not that box. No.
We talking about there's a box that attached to the turbo. That's what box we're talking about, not that. What up, Shafe? I see you up in the building.
Yeah, that box is when you listen, just to put it, to make it just plain, when you have to spool up your turbo and you're trying to get it at the correct RPM, that's where that box comes in at. Yep. So, in order for you to just breaking off into that, and for the turbo, and that's the reason why I want a Pro Charger. I'm impatient. A turbo, you have to spool it up to that right RPM so you can get your power. If you ever notice when Don't Master races, when he's staging up, you ever notice that he is sitting there and he's not just burning out. He is trying to get his turbo ready. Up. He's trying to get it ready. Me, when I catch you at that stoplight, I don't have time for that. I want to see you.
Did y'all hear what she said? She ain't got no time
for that. I want to see you in my rearview mirror coming off the line. That is how I feel. So, and Don't Master, Murph made it clear to me, when you get a Pro Charger, they are not easy to control. That's called learning. I have to learn how to control a car.
Yes, and that's one of the things I'm going to have to learn how to do, because for those that don't know, I'm building an LT4, and I changed the Pro Charger that comes with it from the factory, and I know it's going to be an adjustment because it's instant power. Like, right. I remember the first 2 times we dynoed it, and shout out to Scott Performance. It was instant. I mean, it kicks right in. It wasn't no wait. I mean, as soon as the gas was getting to it, it kicked right on in. So, what I say about that is, each is your own. Some people want Pro Charge. Some people want LS Pro Charge gang. I see LS. Some people want, the turbo, the twin turbo setup because they like the setup, like to listen to it, they like the way it sounds. And I know on Tuesday. I was supposed to on Tuesday gone. My boy JD from Dunk Park was supposed to be on. We was going to talk about that. He'll be on probably next week. I'm still working on the schedule time. We have a scheduling conflict. And I know it's one thing he's going to talk about. He's going to talk about that bump box. And that's the box I'm talking about, people.
The bump box. Oh, let me tell you guys real quick. I can't see your comments. I thought that TNT could see my comments on YouTube. I can't see them. So if you're asking me something, I'm sorry.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. They asked. I will put it up there.
Okay, because I can't see it. I'm sorry.
I will put it up there. I will read it because I don't know if you know how my setup is, and I'm gonna spin it around real slow. You're on the big screen.
Okay.
You're on the small screen.
Oh,
and you're on this screen.
Okay.
So I got it set up like that. That way I can see all the comments come through. Just auto channel. What's happening? I see you. I got it set up where I can see everything that goes on. And also I have private messages on here because some people like one of my boys, he works second shift and he don't want to get caught watching YouTube. So he'll be listening in and he'll pull out his phone every now and then and send a private message. So I'm not gonna call out his name on his real name, but he sent a private message. He said, I'm tuned in. So I know he's tuned in watching and whatnot. And matter of fact, we're gonna go ahead and hit him with his question. Okay. His question was this. He said, for your Impala you have, the one that you own, he said he's trying to hook up his daughter with a car just like that. He want to know what size rims are on yours because he figures he's trying to figure out what to go with without basically breaking the bank, and also that's basically efficient enough for her.
Okay, with the W body, right?
Yes, the W body.
All right. The with that car, I'm gonna speak from my knowledge versus a parent.
What up,
so let me speak from just knowledge first. The largest rims I had on the car, I had a set of 22s on there. The car was, a little lower, whatever. I had it for car show purposes, but anyway, I had 22s on there. It was my daily driver, and it's actually, I have a V6. Mine is great on gas. It is. It's really good on gas. It's, enough room. Everything is great. The one thing that I'm going to tell Dad, you need to do. Everybody that has a W body knows it's famous for what we call the rabbit. The rabbit is with the actuator. I think I was on the phone with you the other night and it started ticking real loud.
You were talking to me when we was trying to set up everything, and you talk about the actuator. You was like, "Oh, I know you hear in the background." I was like, "Yeah, I do." Yeah. I told you I already know what it is because I've had to deal with those.
And I'm just telling her, don't let it scare you. Change it. The part's only $36. The thing is, if you change one, make sure you change the other, because I made that mistake and changed the one on the passenger side. The one on the driver's side went off, scared the crap out of me. So change it. Other than that, it's a really, really good car. Really good car. I love the car. I've had it since 2011. I love the car. As a parent, I would not go past 22s. If you have a teenager, especially if you have a teenager, I would not go past 22s in that car, because the tires for 22s are they're practical. You know what I mean? They're easier on the pockets. I mean, I'm not saying that you're broke or anything, but I just know me. I have a 19-year-old.
He said, I ain't broke. He said, I'm just not trying to spend a lot of money on them.
Boom. Yes, exactly. So just, 22s on the car or whatever, that's what I would do. I had to use spacers on the back because I had a 15 in the trunk. That's how I got my car lowered. So I had,
y'all hear that? She had that bump in the back.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that's another conversation. Oh, audio. Bass head to the day I die. Yeah.
Yes. You know what? I already know that because I scrolled along when I was doing your promo, and I said, I had to rewind back. I said, JP, because I know JP personally. I've known JP since he lived in Mississippi. And shout out to, when I say JP, y'all, downforsound.com, Jonathan Price, Life of Price. He's on YouTube. That's my dude. I order a lot of my stuff from him. Matter of fact, everything I've ordered just came from him, because
I'm on one of his thumbnails on YouTube. Yeah. It's embarrassing.
I saw that.
Yeah. I got a demo by him.
It made me remember that.
Whoo, boy, that demo, like he said, he makes a joke. I knocked the bruh out of her because I could not say anything after we finished with that demo. I
remember that footage because you just like this, and then you said, bruh. And I was going to actually talk about that because somebody hit me up and said they were there at that show. And this is, hold on, okay, here it is. They said, I was at that show. He said, I wonder, is that the same girl that was sitting in the same? He said, this is what it said. This is exactly what he said. I wonder, is that the same young lady that was sitting in the car that said, bruh? And I was like, I told him, yes, it is.
That's me. Yeah.
Because I remember the eyes rolling behind your head. You went, bruh. I should have used that in the promo. Maybe the next promo when you come back on. But y'all have to see that video. Matter of fact, I might grab a piece of that. I'm going to hit up JP after I grab a piece of that. I'm going to have to put that up because I thought that was the funniest thing. And I meant to say something to you about that, but I was like, I'm gonna wait till then.
That's the only demo I did not survive. That was the only demo. I've had people that have been in car audio forever, and I've sat in their truck, and they're just sitting there like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Does it bother?" But JP,
what he has is something totally different, and his new setup is even more crazy. And I'm like, maybe if I go to Scraping the Coast this year, whatever.
Yeah, I will see you
I know he's
there.
gonna be at.
I will see you there.
Oh shoot! Okay,
Yeah.
I don't even know the dates yet. I haven't even looked at the date, but I know it's coming up.
Yeah,
I know it's coming up sometime. What is it? Midsummer? End of summer?
It's always in June.
Yeah, I know it's somewhere along in there. Yeah. I know I went the year before last. Year before last I went, and the year before that.
That picture that you had on my promo, that was from Scraping. That's I entered my car. I didn't get anything, of course, but that wasn't the thing. I just like with car shows. I go for the experience, the culture. You have some people that whine and cry because they don't get a trophy. Man, screw that. I entered, okay, big deal, whatever. But I got the experience. I got to meet so many people.
What you mean? It's the same thing my Deuce in a quarter. I'll enter and stuff, wouldn't get anything. And he was like, "Well, we sorry you didn't win." What you mean you sorry? I said, "I just made a bunch of connections. I'm good."
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. Like
I came for the talk. I came for people to look at it because a lot of the ones I've been to here in Kansas City, they're a handful of them are not fan of what they call the wagon wheels because I got 26s on. So when they see those 6s on, they look at one guy was like, "What are those? 18s, 20s?"
How dare you?
I said, 20. You better add 6 more to it. I said 6 more. He 26s? I said, yes, 26s for him. How'd you get it to fit? And I had to go on that whole thing. How I got it to fit, how I got it to look like this. I got to do that. And he said, I saw when you came in, you did a full turn. And there's one guy, because he said, I couldn't go at 26. I had to go at 22. I said, well, it's all what you do to the suspension. I didn't have to really do that much because there's that little motors in it now. So the front end sits up. And the back end, it's plenty of room. I said, I sit lower than that, but I got to sit up a little bit because I got to set up for when I do the stereo system. And it's going to squat all the way down.
Right.
Where I want to squat down. But that's a whole nother conversation. We don't get in that. But y'all need to see that video. I'm going to text JP tonight. Like, yo, can I borrow that footage? I just want to borrow that piece of footage.
It's on YouTube. I mean,
it's on YouTube on the channel. I already know where it's at. And actually, I just borrowed it. I said, look, she was on my live. I just want to borrow it and just put it up so people would know. And throw it up on IG or somewhere where she just said, bruh. Because I've sat in this truck before. I sat in it when it was blue. I sat in it when it was the black color, when he did, and not what he did now, because now it's over the top now. But even the last time I sat in, I was like, oh my God. And I remember my hat. I had a bucket hat, New York hat, like what I got now. It flew off and flew in the back of the subwoofer box, and it was just in there bouncing around. And he was trying to film it, and he dropped his phone, and his camera fell when he was trying to film it. So
I'm surprised. I'm surprised that ponytail puff in my hair didn't get sucked into the part of the phone.
I mean, as soon as he turned it on, it was just some guy talking, and I said, I ain't never heard this before. He said, man, you gonna want to hear this. All of a sudden, that bass kicked in my hat, went. I mean, it just flew off my head. I was like, I looked back and it was just back there. It was just in midair, just hanging in midair. Like, are they doing that broom challenge right now? It was just standing up on his own, just from the pressure. And man, that was something just crazy. But on other news, man, I got people actually call you questions. They asked what kind of 15 you got back there. And what music are you listening to?
I had I don't have it anymore, but I had a ZB315, a Sundown ZB315. I am very, very, very partial towards Sundown. I'm not knocking any other brand, but Sundown is like the gospel to me. I love Sundown. I had before I love them, and before they turned into Audio Cube, I had a Sound Cube.
Oh yeah, the Audio
I mean,
Cube,
I had Audio Cube. It's Sound Cube now.
Sound Cube, yeah.
Moff the Builder would be able to tell you what series. I had 2 amps. I had 6 batteries, 2 amps. Yeah. I had to have something to push those amps. He can tell you what type of what amps I had, because I know I had Audio Cube, and I can't remember if it was
you know the guy that's basically the face of Audio Cube. Oh my God, what is his name? Oh, I can't think of his name. He got a black Silverado. I can't think of his name. He's on YouTube. I really can't think of his name. It's not Jason. I can't think of his name.
Jason is
Oh, what is the
I know
guy's name?
can't
I
think
done met
of
him
his
20
name.
times. I can't think of his name right now.
I'm
Short
gonna
dude.
be up to 2 a.m. and tell you if I text you, that's what it's about because now I'm be up to 2:00 in the morning trying to remember who it is.
Yes, me and Jean, she was slapping hard with that.
Oh,
I can't think of the guy's name. Anyway, I was at a show that he was at, and this guy was telling him, man, your stuff ain't loud. He told him to get in, and he got it on video. Told him to get in. I was standing on the other side, and he told him to get in. Dude got it to my boy got 415s that hit harder than that. So he got his happy-go-lucky ass on in his truck. And when he got in there, dude was playing, I never forget, he was playing that, what's dude's name? Starts with an A. Cena, August Alsina.
Mm-hmm.
He was playing his song downtown.
Downtown? Everybody
the
freaking
Screwed version.
demos that he knows the decaf. It's called decaf.
Yeah, excuse me, the decaf version.
Decaf version. Everybody demos that song. I got so tired.
I know. I've done it a few times too.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. He said you had two AQ 3500s. Ooh, wee.
Yeah, I had 2 AQ 3500s and I had 6 batteries in my trunk.
Yeah, you needed that, and I know you did the big 3/big 4 upgrade.
I did big 3. I did big 3. I had 0. I had 1/0 cable running through my car. Woo! Shout out to Moff the Builder again because the one thing I can say about him, he did not. The only thing he did for me was wired up because I don't like electricity, but he made me. He made me run my exactly. I don't want electricity coming out on the other end. But anyway, he made me run all of my wire. I broke 3 nails because if anybody knows anything about welding cable, basically it is this thick.
Yes, people don't know that is the secret. That's my secret sauce of running car audio equipment. I don't use anything but welding cable.
Welding cable is 0 gauge.
Yeah, I use that. Period. Everybody's like, "Why are you using this?" And I'm telling you, it's the best thing.
Free flowing power. You have to understand free flowing power. And then let me throw this out here before we go back to the whole car thing. If you're going to order cable, let me strongly this is a caution to anybody because I don't like seeing people get ripped off. Do research on the brand that you're getting because people have this issue where I have 0 gauge cable, but you're going to have more plastic than you do copper.
Yeah, more steam than you do anything else.
Exactly. And that is why another brand, I'm not, doing any promoting or anything, but I'm just telling you what I use. New Concept wire. I will not use anyone else but New Concept. Now my one I forgot what the brand was on my one eye. It's in my trunk now, rolled up in a box. But I won't use anything but New Concept deadener.
Moff the Bill has already put in there. He said you had 2/0 OFC. Now, for those that don't know what OFC is, you better Google it. That's the brand. That's the type of wiring that you want because with that wiring, it's free flowing.
Free flowing power. Yep. And it's like another thing, just people who have W body Impalas. If you're gonna put some beat in your trunk, and I know some people like that Texas rattle, but me personally, I like solid bass. Exactly. Rattle. I had an Impalas. You chasing rattles. Imagine chasing rattles when you were 2 months pregnant, 100 degrees outside, morning sickness. Did you see that picture I have, that throwback Thursday where I was doing the deadener in my trunk?
Yeah, I was saying that. B said he's taking notes because he said I'm taking notes.
Yeah, I was sick as a dog, but I chased rattles. Adam had to, Moff the Builder, excuse me. He had to take the bumper off for me. The trunk has 3 layers of deadener. The sides of the trunk lid has 3 layers. The sides of the trunk have 3 layers, and the bumper has 3 layers because it sounded like I had some people I was smuggling in the United States in my trunk kicking to get out. That's how bad the rattle is. So
I'm laughing because you're right. Because I had to put one in 2000 and He was that 2008 SS Impala,
Man, chasing
and
rattles is hell.
I kept telling dude, like, look, I'll put it in here, but man, it's gonna rattle like hell. What you mean gonna rattle? It's gonna rattle like hell. All right, Queen B. So I said it's gonna rattle like hell. I'm like, man, so he didn't believe me until after I got done with it. And he was like, oh man, it's rattling. I said, I stopped attacking around, but I'm telling you, we need to seal up all this stuff, seal up all these joints. And what I used to use, I'm giving all my secrets. I used to use bed liner.
Okay, yeah, some people do that. Some people do the bed liner because it's a little more sturdy. But
And not only that, it gets into every crevice, especially for, like you say, those W bodies.
Yeah.
When you go up on the trunk lid, you see those little parts that you can't get in.
Right.
I used to spray all up in them corners first, and then hit the whole thing with 2 layers.
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't stun them things. I just put the layer, and I was trying to hurry get back to the house because I was hot and sick. I was hot and sick, so I just like, screw this crap. I just got where I could. I got my solid sound, and I was straight. You know what I'm saying? And I understand, like with the bed liner thing, I've seen people do that, and it actually works. You know, it's like you said, it gets in those corners where you cannot get in. You know, so
I used to use the Raptor. I used to use that until I found another company that was a whole lot cheaper, and it came already ready to spray. All you had to do was just shake it up, and I forgot the name of the company. I got a bunch of them in my garage too. And I've actually did my Harley like that because I got a sound system on my Harley. And everybody said, man, your Harley, it don't rattle. Yeah, I got a sound system on my Harley. And shout out to JP, Down for Sound, Jonathan Price, because all my stuff came from him. Just about everything came from him. I hit him up. Yo, what up, TK? TK up in the building. I hit him up, and I told him what I needed, and I told him when I needed it by. I said, I already put my order online. He went and found an invoice. He said, man, you have it tomorrow. I said, what? He said, you have it tomorrow. And I had it the next day. When I got home, UPS was pulled up right behind me and said, here you go. Gave me a whole big box. I was like, damn, JP. Threw some shirts in there, threw some lanyards in there for me. He said, man, I got to take care of you, man. You're one of my top customers.
Yeah, he's good. He's good people.
I
tell anybody, he is good people. He's very down to earth, solid guy.
Yeah.
He's really good people. You know, just go visit his Instagram page, man. This dude he's amazing. You know, he has an amazing story. This man started from nothing and went to something.
And now he's in Vegas killing it.
Yes.
And I've been with him through the whole journey. Matter of fact, and I can say this, when I first subscribed to him is when I met him. And it was at the same time I met Steve Mead at the same time for the first time. This is over 10 years ago. All was at the same show.
Legend.
And, I told myself, I already know Steve Mead because of somebody that knew E40. And another one of my buddies that knew Tupac because Steve Mead went to school with all of them. And the craziest thing is, this other dude introduced me to JP. He was like, man, he got this, he got that. It's okay. So when JP got ready to start Down for Sound, I said, I'm supporting you all the way. Let me know what support you need. And when he started it, I told him, I said, man, you know, I'm going to go ahead and order, you know, some stuff from you. And I did. And shout out to him now. He got his own brand of speakers now.
Yep.
He's definitely doing the damn thing.
Definitely.
He's definitely doing the damn thing. But Ms. Koko, one of the other questions that came through as well was this, and I thought it was a great question. Somebody said, you know what? Have you ever thought about giving on your YouTube channel, just doing a whole class with a handful of females, just have them sitting there and showing them how to work on cars, to do the simple stuff, how to do the checks, how to check your oil, check your coolant, check your transmission fluid. He said, because where I live, and I don't know where he lives at, wherever he lives at, wherever the hell he lives at, he said, not one woman in that whole area knows how to do anything. What up, Mr. Random? I see you up in the place to be.
That is something that I definitely could do. I don't mind helping people at all. You know, I had more women actually message me on Instagram saying that, hey, can you do a video on this? Can you do a video on that? The next one that I'm going to do a really simple video to show women. I did one on how to put area tires. The next one that I'm going to do, I'm going to teach women how to change a flat tire. The biggest reason why...
You know, that's like one of the things that you would think are so simple, but a lot of people don't know how to do. Not just do it.
And the reason why excuse me, I want to just stress that. It's because there have been instances where you're driving and, you know, we're on the interstate and you have a blowout. You're driving by yourself. You have no one that you can call, you know, or something. Somebody may not be able to reach you. And exactly. I mean, I have roadside assistance, but I'm not going to use it unless I need a tow truck. I'm just being real. It's quicker for me. It's fast for me to change my tire than to wait on them. I'm just being real. So women should know. That's the first thing that a woman should know is how to change a flat tire. That's off the top. They should teach us that in kindergarten. I'm so serious.
I'm teaching my daughter that.
Yeah.
My wife, I show her. I mean, she already knows the concept. But the one time I had to rotate her tires in the garage, I had to come on out here. You're gonna help me. We're gonna put the jack stands. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that.
Right. I mean, it's just changing a flat tire is not as hard as you think. The only thing that's really, in my opinion, the only thing that that I stress to people when I'm changing it, and this is just a bit of information. When you are, and ladies, please listen to me. And some guys actually don't know this either. This ties all in together. When you're putting your bolts back on your tires, I mean on your rim, sorry. When you're putting your lug nuts back on, better word, make sure you don't do it in a circle. You're going to regret it later.
Yes,
you will regret it later.
Do not
go
do that.
crisscross.
Oh my God,
don't do that. You're going to regret it later. Just go crisscross. If you start in this corner, go to this corner. Yes, up and down. Don't do it in a circle. You're going to regret it later.
and you know what? You know what, Koko? Let me also add something else to that. I had to tell somebody this at the gas station. They kept jacking the car and couldn't get the wheel off. I said, let it down. What do you mean let it down? I already got it. Let it down. Break your lugs.
Break your lugs first.
On the ground. I know a lot of people already know that's in here, but for those that don't know, break your lugs while it's on the ground.
Learn from
don't
science.
Sit there and strain yourself. Use your weight. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Use your weight.
Also, remember this: if you have to learn, if you didn't pay attention in science, now is the time for you to pay attention. It's like steady. I mean, I don't want to use these scientific terms because I don't want to sound like a smart ass, but it's steady force is better than broken force. Like if you just sitting there banging on something, it's not gonna work. Stand on that crowbar. You are not too cute, and that crowbar is not meant to be pretty. Stand on the freaking crowbar until those lug nuts break. It is nothing wrong with that. And when you're on the ground, you have more.
TK, you're right, TK. TK put out a message. He said, "Do not over tighten. Get a torque wrench, especially if it's dirty." Yes,
exactly.
For those BMWs, do not ever over torque those wheels. I know we're talking cars right now, but TK knows what I'm talking about. The Audis, because I've owned all of them, and I'm telling you right now, do not over tighten them because you will have to.
And then not only that,
like Ellen said, he said, "Buy a Milwaukee Impact wrench."
That's what I want. That's what I want. Somebody to buy me a wireless, like a cordless impact wrench. So if
I'm glad you mentioned that.
Me, buy me one.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that. While you mentioned that, I got a slew of questions that people have asked. They said they saw your post saying about for Valentine's Day, if you ain't getting no part, you disrupting an apartment. Yo. I kid you not. I wish I could just pull up all the messages. I got so many messages over that. They were like, man, who's she gonna disrupt? Man, who's she gonna do this? New York, we saw you laugh at it. What's going on? You know what? I'll ask tonight. How about that?
Let me
they
tell you
saw
something.
That. And I was like, I guess you better get some car parts. And I don't know who that was that said it. They put it out in all caps. I bet somebody better go to AutoZone.
You better go there tonight.
You better go there quick.
I'm serious. Look, and y'all know if you follow me on Instagram, and there's very few people that follow me on Facebook. I don't put my Facebook out there because I feel like I'm one person on Facebook and I'm somebody else on Instagram. If you follow me, you know that I crack tons of jokes. I try not to be too serious, too much, whatever. But I I'm like this, some dude hop in my inbox and on Facebook, and you talking all this stuff, and then I go to your Facebook page and it's you and your wife. I need some car parts, and she gonna get screenshots. Take your pick, bro.
Yo, you know what's so crazy about that? Somebody said that. Somebody said, you know what? And it's a lady that said, you know what? That's a great idea. She said, because I sure need my oil change. I sure need this. That's a great. I ain't going to say her name on here. Normally I give names, but I'm not because I know people in here that probably know her. Well, they're not in here right now, but they're going to watch the replay that know her. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to put it out there like that because I don't want nobody coming back to me. Well, damn, New York, you got me in some shit. No, I ain't get you in nothing. but when I saw that, I laughed about it. But I got so many messages about it because I commented on it. Like, she's going to be on your show tonight. You need to clarify that. What's she talking about? I was like, well, damn, did you try to holler at her and you try to do this and do that?
No, I'm not like that. Trust me, I'm not serious. Y'all have to understand that if you believe half the crap that I post on there, you just as dumb as the stuff that I post.
Well, some of them didn't know. They just saw me comment on it.
Yeah.
And they just like what? They was like, what? I was like, no, she didn't mean it like that. Man, one dude I know, I had to hit him up. Actually, I had to call him through IG. Like, no, she mean like she just joking. Well, man, I was about to say.
No.
He said, I don't know her, but man, if she gonna be busting out people on your show, I'm definitely gonna get everybody tuning. Man, you should be tuning in anyway, not for no drama.
No, I don't. I'm gonna say I don't do tea like that. No. Yeah. Let me tell you something. I'm the type of person that I don't do stuff like that. It was all jokes. I don't do things like that. Until your chick hop in my inbox going sideways on me. Then I don't know. I just might, here sis, get your man out my inbox. But
you know
other
what?
than that, I don't do stuff like that.
While you speaking that, I'm gonna say this much. For any chick, do not get in the inbox talking crazy. You deal with that person with. Don't
deal
get in the inbox
with
crazy.
him.
You know what? And I'm gonna put this out there because Bilo ain't on here, but he don't care if I say it because I told him I was gonna say it today. Bilo was on live today. For y'all to know who Bilo is, man, I don't know.
Bilo.
I should know Bilo was on my live. A certain somebody, I'm not gonna name a name. I say, hey, I would love for you to come to the show. Bilo was trying to stop me from having to come on the show for a minute. Man, y'all baby talking about them DM. Man, Bilo, look, man. Because I love my light skin. Bilo, man. Trust me, it ain't like that, bro. No.
Right.
Hey, man, I'm just messing with you. I said, no, it didn't sound like you was for a second. But what I had to say is this, don't hit up people inboxes because I done got hit up and I done got cursed out by some dude on my inbox on IG. And I'm like, what? I ain't know nothing he was talking about. So I said, man, I don't know what you're talking about. And he just called me right when I said, I don't know what you're talking about. And I sat and talked to him, kind of found out he had the wrong damn person. How about that? But out of that, I had to tell him, man, you know what? If you got a problem with something going on, don't take it out the person that's on the inbox. What you do is you go to your wife, girlfriend, and you show them this. Like, hey, man, what's going on with this?
It's the other thing, too, is like, with people, and we're just breaking off the subject here. But
no, we're not. We're not breaking the subject. We giving the Valentine edition. We're getting the Valentine's Day edition special right now.
Right. Ladies, let me tell you something. And I'm telling you this from experience, being on both sides of the stick. I'm real about mine. Being on both sides of the stick. Let me tell you something. Your man inboxing some other chick, and she's keeping on with the conversation. And you notice that when you're going through his phone, that she knows about you. Let me tell you something. True enough, you're going to want to beat the crap out of her because she disrespected you. However, your dude opened that door and gave her that hope. So why wouldn't she take advantage of that opportunity? You blame him, not her. You check him. You don't check her. Yeah, she's being disrespectful, whatever, but he allowed it to happen. He opened that door. She didn't break up your home.
You just opened up a floodgate. Mm-hmm. I'm getting all type of messages. We better get off this subject.
Let me tell you something, baby. She didn't break up your happy home, boo. He opened the door and invited her in. So before you get mad at anybody, you get mad with him. You deal with him because he gave her hope.
Loco?
So like I said, I'm telling you that from being on both sides of the stick. Deal with him.
I agree. I've been there. I agree. And you can't go off of emotion and whatnot. You have to sit back and say, you know what? Let me sit back things before I snap. Because automatically you just want to snap.
Right.
No, let me sit back. I don't want to snap. Let me have a conversation with this. Let me cool down first and have a conversation because sometimes it ain't what you think it is.
Sometimes it's not. But I'm not saying that you're not supposed to trust anybody, you know what I'm saying? But red flags, if they're giving you an indication that, you have intuition. I don't care if you're a woman or a man, you have intuition. You know when someone's lying to you. You know when someone's doing XYZ. And I'm going to tell you something, and I'm just being real. We all grown here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the type of person that when I got into this whole car world thing, and I got heavy in it when I started, actually doing car shows and stuff like that. Being a woman in this hobby is tough. Not because, oh, nobody's going to respect you because you're into this. Men, just being honest, and I'll tell you from both sides, men will automatically assume that just because, you're a woman, oh, well, I can say whatever I want to her. Let me tell you something. There's a way to approach a woman. If you're respectful to her and she didn't want to talk to you, she will respectfully decline. You going about your business, move on to the next chick or whatever you do. Women, same thing.
Loco, you funny.
I mean,
you right. No, I forgot you can't see the comments. Mm-hmm. Loco said this right now. He said, dude's breaking up with chicks as we speak right now. Valentine's Day and tax time. Perfect storm. Man, Loco, you funny. As a matter of fact, Loco, I got to hit you up, see if we still on for tomorrow. But, man, man, you know what? Loco, we're going to leave that part alone.
But with men, and chicks, what irritates me is what I call motorcycle riders. Somebody call them curb monkeys. I think it's guys who ride motorcycles because off the building, you had one. He had a bike. And he used to ride, and I'm just like, dang, these chicks coming out the woodworks. Not with him, but we would go places, and they would just flock to him. With these women, listen to me. Listen.
I'm listening. Everybody, y'all listen.
Talking about the women. I want you to listen real close to me, okay?
I'm still listening to either way.
If you see a guy that's famous out there in the car world, I'm throwing somebody out. Let's give let me just throw Jet 2 Fly out there. Let me just throw him out there. Okay. You see him and you go down there to the track in your little short skirt and your heels. And mind you, chicks like me and, Tanisha and all of us, we're laughing.
Shout out to
Miss
Tanisha and
Chevy. Miss Tanisha's my love. I love Chevy B, Tanisha, KP, Chris.
Y'all don't know them yet. They will be on the channel too. I got to have them on the talk. Some other kind of talk because man, they're hilarious.
Don't get on our lives at 2:00 in the morning. I'm just warning you. Don't. Don't.
I was like, what the hell?
Don't.
Wow. Okay.
But we laugh at women like you that are like that because you're so stupid. You thinking that okay, I'm gonna get with this dude. I'm gonna get his money. Let me tell you something, sweetheart. He's going to use you for one night, and then he's going to pass you along his other homeboys that's in his camp. You thinking that you're flocking towards these men that are famous. You're only after the fame and what money you think they have. Just because you see them in the race world, it does not mean by a long shot these dudes got money. Please remember that. But most of you, not you like saying that, but most of these chicks, they're after the notoriety. They want to be known. Let me tell you, some dude's not going to respect you. He's not taking you home with him. You can jump in his inbox all day. But at the end of the day, he might entertain your little conversation. But guess what? He got a whole wife sitting next to him with him. You just a jump off. Not saying that cheating is right, but you, ma'am, are just a pass around. Women like us, like I said, me, Tanisha, Chevy B, all of us, we go to the track and we're comfortable. We're not trying to catch anybody.
Yeah, that's like that conversation y'all had. Mm-hmm. Y'all, I happened to walk into that conversation after my live, and I was like, "Oh Lord!" They was talking about women with these heels on at the track. Mm-hmm. Like, where are you going? Who are you trying to get?
Yeah, I am so serious. They will literally wear stripper dresses, and they were and to the track, and I'm just like, don't y'all understand? You're gonna fall out here. We coming out here in Air Force Ones and Chuck Taylors and stuff and looking presentable, and you're not going to get anywhere. So it's just, ladies, just have a little bit more respect for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You women like that, you make it hard for dudes to respect people like me. I'm trying to come up in this whole car thing. I'm trying to put my name out there. And because chicks like that are so easy, men will automatically assume that, they can come at me like that. You saw how I went off on old dude on that live that night. was it Saturday night? I went off on that dude was talking reckless at me.
Oh yeah. I remember that. I was there for that. I was there.
mean, I can be ugly. You know, you chicks like that, they make it hard for people like me
Yeah,
that don't want to be respected.
You had to get them, but man, I had to hide. I was like, man, I gotta hide. That's why you put up eyes. I was like, wow, y'all was getting them. Y'all was just tag team. I know he was blocked.
Yeah, he was blocked. Yes, he got his cord cut.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a
but
sweet
you know what?
person.
For me, I don't like when dudes do that because it make all of us look bad.
Oh
like
yeah,
I see it a lot. Going to events, going to anything. Chick be walking by, do reach out to grab. Like, why are you grabbing her?
I wish the hip.
No, and you know what? Where I'm from, grab one of the New York chicks if you want to. I ain't even say New York. Grab one of the tri-state chicks if you want to. When I say tri-state, TK, if he's still in here, he know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Grab one of them up north women if you want to.
Let me tell you, my granddad.
Let's just say you might not come back with a hand. You might get a razor across the face. Them chicks do not play that shit.
Trust me. I know my granddad lived in Harlem off of Morningside and 125th. I seen some stuff.
Yeah, 125th actually live. Yes, I know what that's at.
I done seen some stuff. So yeah, just be respectful, man. It's just, that's the other thing that I ask, with my YouTube channel, you know what I'm saying? I've had, I can deal with men leaving me compliments. You know what I'm saying? It's how you respond to the compliments that, whatever. And I don't mind. I mean, I don't care what anybody tells you. It's human nature. Women like compliments. But it's just, some stuff is just a little overboard. And that's what I get annoyed with. With men coming at, I'm not here for you to come at me and tell me, oh my God, I think you sexy. Okay, yeah, cool. But I'm here to discuss this break job. Or I'm here to discuss, like my last video. I'm here to discuss about, B-Body and Palace. Don't leave stuff like that on my page. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ignore it, whatever, but it's just, it's creepy. You know what I'm saying? It's creepy. And
I'm gonna tell you right now, man, I can't speak for everybody, but I can tell you like this. This is what I would do. I'll be like, you know what? Look at it, okay, and just keep it moving.
Keep it moving. That's all I do. I don't.
That's all you can really do. That's all you can really do at the end of the day. Look at it, keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
And man, after you started saying that, I done had some women jump in and flood me with messages.
Go ahead.
You know what? We're not even gonna go there. We're gonna say all that for a whole other time. Yeah, I ain't finna go into that.
I mean, whatever questions, I don't care what it is, whatever questions, it's ask. I don't care. Go read something. That's fine.
She said, I must admit, I was one of those used to go to places like that because I didn't know the proper etiquette, the proper attire to wear. She said, because I've never been to a track before. She said, but I went with my man there, my boyfriend, which is now my husband at the time. Hold on, reading the comment. She said, so the first time I went, we went to dinner, went to movie, and he said, man, we're going to the track. Okay, they live in Florida. So we went to Palm Beach racetrack. I guess they live in Florida, went to Palm Beach racetrack, raceway. So it was like when we got there, I realized that I am so far overdressed. She said, I immediately, next time we go to let me know so I can wear something totally different. She said, because majority of the time, I sat in the car, even though we parked close, I sat in the car and watched everything from the car.
Because you feel uncomfortable.
Not even that. She said her feet was hurt. She said, and then every guy was just gawking. And I didn't want him to get into a fight with anybody. Mm-hmm. She said, especially when a lot of them was his friend. Oh, I just realized who this chick is. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She said, hey, New York, you already know who I am. Yeah, I do. Yeah. You're right. You do live down there. Yep, you're right. Yeah. I know her because we're actually both from New York. Mm-hmm. We both from the same neighborhood. Actually, she stayed with her grandparents a few doors down from me, and then they moved down to Florida. I want to say, I don't know if she's still on, but they moved down to Florida when she got in high school, like when I left. And I know what she's talking about. So, yeah, shout out to you, whatnot. But, yeah, you learned the proper etiquette. I'm glad you did. And believe it or not, some dudes like me, we sit back and we look like, why is she wearing that out here? We look
yeah.
Why is she wearing that out here?
When we used to go to Phoenix. Oh, shout out to Phoenix City Drag Strip. That was like my first love. Phoenix City Drag Strip. We used to go out there during the Grudge Fest, and we used to go down there about 1:00. We used to all set up and bring food or whatever. We barbecue, whatever, cook out, and we would look down And in the staging area, we call that the money pit. That's where everybody did their
Oh
gambling
yeah, I
and
know. But
stuff like that.
I'm usually right there with my camera.
And excuse me, and it would look like, I have to use because this is a PG show. It
Oh
looked
wait,
like
hold on. This is not for kids, so I always put the not for kids button when we get done. Not for kids.
okay.
So no, this is not for kids.
It looked like a whorehouse down there, and you would see the guys, and they would look, but they were laughing because they were putting themselves on display. Like they were parading themselves and putting themselves on display so all the guys would see them. And you were a joke.
I know. I had to tell one chick that in Atlanta. I said, these dudes are not paying no attention to you. They ain't paying attention to none of y'all. I said, they pay attention to cars more than anything because you know what they doing? These people that's sitting right here, what we call the money pit, because you're right at the money pit. They sit up here betting. I'm sitting up here filming. Me, G-Dog, Bat 96 Chevy, Velt Boy, we all standing there just cracking up because we are filming. We're filming for our channel. We're media. We're filming for our channels, filming for this, filming for that. And shout out to all of them I just named. And we sitting here looking like, you know what? They thinking they're going to catch something.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody checking in because they already know you out here for show. Number one. Number two, you out here trying to catch somebody with some money. And they already know what you got on cost. And you might be wearing your girlfriend dress. But we're going to leave that for another show. But at the same time, while you sit there doing that, you being laughed at, period.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's like when we
Loco said y'all mean they out there just trying to find a ride home from the track. Some of them do be trying to find a ride home from the track. You're right. Some of them do. But man, that whole everything, man, I pay no attention to it because I know what I'm there for. I'm there to get my footage. I'm there to have a good time. I'm good to look at everybody and see what all they doing. That's it. I ain't there for all that other crap.
Right. I mean, just
like
have some
walk by, I'm
respect
gonna look because I'm a man. I'm gonna look, but at the same time, I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, you dress like that to catch everybody else, And if I was a single dude, I'd be like, okay, you dress like to catch everybody else. I go and catch you, and we hook up, and then we try to make something official. Now you still dressing like that. I'm like, well, damn. You're like, well, that's how you met me. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna treat you the same way. So same
guys,
time,
they like to. Wife up the chick that the crew had. Pass arounds, or
man.
Whatever,
and I've said this so many times. Oh my God, look who jumped up in the place to be.
Who?
Pimpin' TV, what's happening, bro? Still waiting for your phone call, but what's happening? Pimpin' said, y'all need to start talking about them hoes.
Hold on, wait
like
1
that
second.
Player.
Carson, go back in the room. I'll be in here in a second, baby. I'm off the building. Your daughter's knocking on the door.
Pimpin'. Oh wow. Pimpin' TV said, check your phone. Man, I checked my phone. Oh, you did send me the text message just now. I'm sorry, I'm using my phone for my live right now. That's the only reason why I didn't see it because I'm using my phone for my live right now. That's the only reason. But yeah, I see you send me the pic. Yeah, I see you doing your thing, man. You doing your thing.
Who else has some more questions?
Yes. Let me get back to the question. We getting sideways, man.
I know, right?
And the crazy,
which is
no,
fun.
But it's cool though. Everybody enjoying it. Y'all enjoying it? Yep, everybody enjoying it. The chicks be having feelings and memories of home. Oh man, Loco, you funny as hell. Okay, one of the other questions was this, and I can tell this is from somebody that's probably young. I don't want to dismiss their question.
Go ahead.
So what they said is this. They said, hey, and this I'm pulling straight from here. They just sent it. Which is a nice question. They said, hey, on the times when they had these events at the track, and you come up to the track and you just want to watch, the show, is it best to just be in the stands? Because when you at the bottom, everybody's gawking, everybody doing this. And I'd rather be in the stands, but sometimes it's hard to get in the stands when you with people that want to be at the bottom. Should I just go up to the stands by myself? Or should I stick with them at what you call the money pit?
My suggestion to you, let me just give an example that would help.
Oh yeah, Pimpin', I know it's All-Star Weekend.
Let me just give you an example. It depends on the track that you're at. For example, do you remember we had Stunt Fest in what part of Georgia was it? That when we at the NASCAR track.
That's in Hampton. Right off Terra Boulevard.
Okay.
In Atlanta. I miss it being there.
Oh my God, that was the best. Now we're in
And I talked
rentals.
to MJ about it, and he was like, man, you know, it's cheaper for us to do rentals, and we got to deal with them. And I said, I understand that. But
there
Street
was
Whip still does his there.
that was
Street Whip
more
still does his
there
there.
was more to it than money, but we're gonna talk about that after this live because it was more to that. And
Oh, boy.
all I gotta say is, but I think you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get what you say.
Yeah. Anyway, there are certain tracks that you don't go in that staging area unless it is your car, you are driving, or you are part of the crew. So
Exactly.
it is not safe to be down there. Let's start there. We're going to talk about common sense and safety. It's
Yes,
really not
because
safe.
people should have seen the video from when Dark Master's part came off. Basically, his pulley came off and hit those folks in the face.
Yeah,
I know
mean,
Pimp Steve know what I'm talking about because I think he was down there the same time your dad was down, the same time Catfish was down there. But man, it was crazy how that happened, and it goes to show you what can happen down there.
I mean, like, don't you understand when that burned out? You're throwing rubber everywhere. Get hit in the face. A tire could come off. I've seen a piston fly out before. You know, that's not a safe place to be. I don't want to even be down there doing testing and tuning. I don't want to be there. But as far as what her question is concerned, I would go up in the like, remember at Stunt Fest when we couldn't go on the bleep, we couldn't go on the stands. We had to sit on that slanted wall. It was so uncomfortable.
Yep.
You want to be up at the top, number one, so you can see everything. Number two, it's safer. Number three, you stay away from the crap that's down there at the bottom. Me personally, I don't go down there. I'm down here at on the other side. We down there drinking, cooking, and whatever. But if you want to stay in the stand, I suggest you go up top.
Okay,
Don't
Pimpy,
go.
you was there.
Yeah. Don't go down there where you're not going to be able to really. It's so distracting down there that you want to be up top so you can pay attention as to what's going on the track if you're really interested.
Yes, and that's kind of what I would tell her. I mean, she said I seen you one time at the track. Talking about me, I seen me one time at the track. She said, and I saw you was down in what they call the money pit, and you had that big ass. Oh, that was a long time ago when I had that big ass camera. Yeah, you saw me. And she said you had I was there. Dang, she's talking all throwback. So yeah, and I'm explaining this. The only reason why you would see me down there like that is because for people like me that's in the media, we're getting all the close-up stuff. You'll see people that have their extra GoPros posting on people's cars. G-Dog does it. Velt Boy does it. It's filled with people that do it. I don't personally do that because I'm afraid to lose a GoPro and I only got but one. So my thing is
they're not
I catch
cheap either.
I can, and I always stand ahead of that. And when they pull off way back from that side, so if anything comes flying off, I see it coming.
Right.
So I'll probably down there for the YouTube showdown. Yeah, Loco, I know you will be. But for most people, I tell them go hit the stands. Hit the stands unless you're serious down there racing or you bet money.
Right.
It used to be a time when I used to go to the South Carolina Jackson Drag Strip and the one in Orangeburg. When I used to go to those, you couldn't be in them unless your car and whatnot was there or you was bet money.
If you have if it's an NHRA standard track like in Rockingham, I wish you would go down there.
You ain't gonna get nowhere in there. Not even. I remember going to the one in Alabama, and even when I went to the one there, even with my media pass, they let you in,
Montgomery.
But they only let you so far.
Right.
Like I could go in the gate with my media pass, but I couldn't go past a certain part, which was fine. I said, this is where I want to be at anywhere. So I want to stand right. Oh yeah, you stand right there. You just can't go past this line. Right. All right, that's as far as I want to go. And I had my big tall. That's when I had that big camera, I had that big tall tripod sitting up and whatnot, and I was able to catch everything I needed to catch. Period.
Right. And with the other thing too is like when you are going to those NHRA based tracks, you know how we just folk street race. You just wear whatever you want to wear. You're gonna wear a helmet. You got to have on long sleeves.
Yep.
They have rules to that.
You basically got to have on a whole racing suit with the full helmet, everything on.
Right.
And that suit better be flame retardant that you got on.
Yes, and also they check your car. If your car doesn't have oh my God, I've drawn a blank.
We don't have a roll cage in it.
Roll cage. Thank you very much.
Have...
Lord, I was gonna say something else. If they don't have a roll cage, if it's a certain spec and you don't have a roll cage, they're not gonna let you race. And you know, me personally, if I'm gonna get on a track, those are the type of tracks that I want to be on. Because they're after my, you know, of course they're looking out for themselves, but they're like, we trying to prevent the driver from killing himself best way we can.
Exactly.
Know? And I mean, like I said, it's nothing wrong with street racing. I like street racing. Shout out to everybody who does street racing in Atlanta, you know, on Saturday nights and Sundays.
Oh my God.
One of the best experiences, man. I went and hung out with with us I don't know if you know Merrill and his brother. You know, we talked about it. MJ, the stuntman, whatever. I hung out with them one night and I had an absolute blast. Street racing is so fun, y'all. It's dangerous.
Yeah, him, Big Black so TV, all of them. Yeah, I used to be right there.
Yeah, it's so fun. We raced off of Moreland. I'm not gonna say where we raced at because I don't know who's. We're not gonna. I'm not gonna say. I don't know who's watching. I ain't trying to bust up what fun that's going on, but it's fun. You know what I'm saying? The racing scene, guys.
I'll take you back even further than that. The racing scene with that. I remember one night Shorty Low came up one night. Yeah, Shorty Low was there. Fabo was there. Mookie B was there. Oh yeah.
Oh,
we was on a location in Fulton Industrial. I don't want to say where.
I know where you were.
And all of them showed up because they were all at the club talking about it. And I was working the club that night because of the artist that was there. And which I'm not going to name the artist that was there. And the crazy thing is they set up the race right then at the club. When the club was over with, they went straight out there. I said, man, we already here. Thank you. Let me just roll out there. Yeah, I rolled all the way out there, got off, went there. Man, it was more people than there was at the club. The word, this before the internet boomed like it's booming now. Yeah. The word got out there so fast. I think it was like an 0304, somewhere along in there. The word got out so fast. I said, damn, you would thought somebody was giving away a lot of money down here. Like, and they was out there betting big money.
Yeah. I mean, it's like what was crazy is that we were all hanging out in one spot. It had to be. It was no more than about 50, 60 people in the spot we were at. But then when we decided, hey, we're going to go down there and we're going to go run, I look up and I'm like,
all right, hold on a second. All right, Pimp TV, hit me up. Let me get you scheduled in so you can be on. I've been waiting on you, man. Been waiting. Shout out to Pimp for Pimp TV, one of the funniest dudes I know.
Pimp TV, I'm going to have to follow you.
Soon.
I'm gonna subscribe when I get off of here.
Okay, yeah, he's one of man. That's my dude right there. Matter of fact, Pimpin', I know you're going down in March, so I'll see you when you get down there. But definitely, I had you bringing up some stories, man, about that I can tell. Some I don't want to tell.
We can't tell because we don't want to mess up. We don't want to mess up. Like
appreciate it, Mr. Ram. I just went over 300 this week, man. Appreciate it.
We're out there.
I'm trying to get that 1K. And shout out to Miss Koko. She got that 1K.
Yes. Y'all, please follow me. My video that I got coming up next. Y'all, let me just be real with y'all about this. This was one of the most embarrassing videos I think I've done. Because, okay, first of all, the video, let me just go ahead and give y'all a little sneak peek of what's going on. And I think it's going to drop tonight. Moff the Builder is going to, he's giving the details on that, whether it's going to drop tonight in the morning. I'm scared to drop this video. I'm just going to be real. I was taking...
That might be the video that go viral.
Oh, my God.
Like my ice cream days video. John still in here. He know. When I did my promo thing for my channel with the ice cream, man, that video just blew up because everybody loved the ice cream dance.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have to go look for that.
As soon as you go on my page, it's right there. It starts playing. I was in New York back home during the summer. I was happy to get Mr. Softy for that. For those that don't know who Mr. Softy is, some of the best ice cream you ever get. And yes, it is one in Atlanta. And it is one out here. It's hard to find it, but I know where to find him out here. I got his information. So when I got ice cream, I did the little dance. And my boy that's from here, they were up there at the same time. So I went, got them, and took them out. I was on Jamaica Avenue, Southside Jamaica, Queens. And I did the little dance, and she remixed that whole dance. I said, well, can I use that bit for this? Yeah, you go ahead and use it. I put on my intro, man. I swim Mr. John 613. I got everybody hitting me, man. What's up with that dance? So the dance, Big Phil hit me up. Matter of fact, MJ the stuntman said, "Man, I see that dance. I see you two-stepping. What you doing, man?" So many people done hit me up about that dance. Even Warren G done said something about that dance at one point. I was like, "God dang, man!" I said, "Well, you know what? It's going viral. Okay, we'll keep it like that and keep it going." But it's definitely in my intro as soon as you get on my page, and I just kept it like that. It's funny as hell. But like I was saying, you brought back a lot of memories of being out there. For a lot of things, for that motorcycle racing, street racing, and whatnot, and that's because at the time Atlanta didn't have no track in Atlanta. Right. You had to go way up north or way down south to go. So I was glad that the basic NASCAR track in Hampton, they decided to do that and decided to have these races. What was it, on Fridays, Saturdays? Right?
See, I didn't know anything about those. I just remember the street racing.
Yeah, they started doing those every week. So then what happened was MJ and his whole crew was the first one to get it. Street Whip started doing it. Then another car people started doing it. And they started just throwing their events out there, left and right. And to me, it was convenient, especially after they built that new ramp that came straight off 75 and went straight. See, I'm going to take you way back. I remember when that ramp wasn't in, and I used to be stuck in traffic on Terra Boulevard. Mad as shit. And especially when I lived there when the roundup was going on in 09. All right, swap the stuff. I know you can get back to work. I'm definitely going to hit you up, man, because I got scheduled in. But, man, sorry, y'all, my live is running all the way over because this is my last live for the week because I decided I was going to be off tomorrow.
I'm having so much fun. Like,
you know you coming back. Matter of fact, I'm bringing you back as a co-host as well. You coming back because the thing about it is, you know a lot more than a lot of people know. Now, I ain't talking about just women in general, just men, period. And somebody hit me up, said, I got 5 or 6 people hit me up. Man, is that your new co-host? And that's what made me come with the idea. Like, you know what? I'm going to have to do that. Have you come on when I have certain people on? Because I can have, 3, 4 people. I had about 6 people here at one time, I think it is. Yeah, 6 at one time. Have you come on and whatnot? Garrett from 1320 just bought a freaking racetrack. Yeah, Mr. John, I saw that. Somebody sent me that footage. The dude from 1320 video. The dude that runs 1320 racing video. Yeah, they bought a racetrack. They said they tired of going to every racetrack. They bought one.
Cool. Oh, well,
yeah, they bought one.
It's something I want to throw out there. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. My bad.
No, go ahead. Hey, this is your show. I'm just hosting.
The one thing that I wanted to throw out there, the one question that I've been asked. Remember, I said I was on a Big Murph video live, and I was asking him all these questions. So a lot of people were asking me, what did I decide to do? What was my end result? As far as the turbo versus what I was going to do. I've decided. Everybody knows I'm scared of gas. I'm scared of laughing gas. I don't do NOS. I don't do it. I don't.
I don't know. She's talking about NOS. She's talking about that go-go juice.
Go-go juice. Yeah, I'm afraid of go-go juice because when go-go juice go, I don't know how to control the go. So I feel like I lose control of my car. I don't want
that, and if a solenoid stick, my fear used to be a solenoid stick because I've had that happen to me. It stuck wide open, and I was just giving the gas the whole time. I was in a race car.
If you've ever heard
it just kept giving the gas. Yes. And luckily I was able to reach that cutoff switch lucky I won the race. I hit that cutoff switch and it just cut off everything to it. And I was able to slow it down. But some people, it was scared the hell out.
Let me tell you, if I don't know if anyone's ever heard that in person, but to hear, I call it like a nitrous backfire. Y'all, it sounds like Iraq.
Bomb going off.
It's like a bomb going off, and it scares you, and you don't understand that within the motor, it's taking so many chances. It takes so many chances. Something can explode, literally. Like I said, I'm not into laughing gas. I'm sorry. I watch you play with it all day long, but me personally, I'm not gonna do it. Like I said, I was always interested in a turbo setup, but once I got a little bit more information, I already knew how a turbo worked, but when I furthered my research or whatever, I decided that's not what I want. So I decided that I'm going to go with a Pro Charger.
And I thought that's a great thing. You want that instant power. Now you will learn how to control it, and you will know it's like getting a brand new car. Okay, let me drive for a while, let me get comfortable with it. You'll learn quick. Because I know before I actually pulled that engine out, I drove the Vet around.
Right.
That LT4 from a 2016 Vet. I drove it around, And I almost thought about fixing the car and, selling it, turning and burning it. But I was like, no, I really want this engine. I really want this, really want that. So I drove to get used to it. Because at first I was just going to just pull it out of there and put it right in. Because I'm like, I don't race anything like that. I might upgrade the cab, but I won't do nothing major to it. Shout out to Scott for Scott Performance. He said, no, my name's on it. I'm giving you the best of the best. We'll work out the money situation. It's just you represent me, and what you starting with thing with YouTube, I know you're gonna keep shouting me out. Which I am. Which somebody asked me a question. I am working on Scott being on here. It's rough right now trying to get him on because has a lot of cars he's trying to hurry up and finish up, and that's why I hadn't done my engine yet. But he will be on here soon. I just don't know when, but he will be on here soon.
I mean, I want to do this. I want to do a 6.2 with a Pro Charger. Like I say, it's gonna give me. It's gonna give me hell. I'm gonna have to learn how to drive it. I may be eating potato chip sandwiches for the next year, but
you sound like me. I think I'll be fasting.
I'm gonna be fasting. Look, I've already lost 20 something pounds. I think I'm gonna lose another 25 or 30 within the next year or so. Yeah, but I'm gonna take my time with it. And that foil and the the Impala came. I don't know if you watch my videos, you already know. I'm gonna take that trash 4L60E transmission out. That's gonna be the first thing to go because I hate that transmission. And Chevrolet, I love you to death. I'm bow tied till I die. You know what I'm saying? But y'all did a crappy job with that transmission.
And being you said that, I know somebody that works for GM, and he's part of the design team. That he lets me know about lots of stuff coming out, like the SS Blazer, the Blazer that came out, and the new SS they're working on, trying to get the LT4 in and whatnot. Yeah, it's going to be the LT4 coming out in it. And me and him talk, and one of the things he told me, he said, man, you know what? I wasn't even part of none of that. I don't design that. I help design the look of the dashboard, design looks on the outside of the body. That's what I do. I'm on the design team. He said, but you know what? They got a lot of flack for that because even though they did a lot of testing on it, because of the failures they started having at an early stage, like for instance, it came in the avalanches in 04, 06, 07 on up. They started having these issues with them. He said, you know what? They went in to redo something else different. They're trying to, still have the power, but trying to find out how to be more fuel efficient. Because remember at the time, gas was going up to like $4 to $6.
It was $4
in some places. And he said, we base everything off of California because we have to pass California's
admission laws. Yeah, and they God,
he said, and them all crazy. And I told him, oh yeah, I know. He said, you think New York is crazy? No, California is a whole nother beast. And we have to pass that before we send it out to anybody. Period.
Right.
And he said, with that being said, he said, I can't. I'm gonna defend the guys that came out with it. And yes, the 4L80 is a whole lot better.
Yes.
And they're trying to get better with everything they're doing now with the 60s. But you know what? For those that are doing these swaps like they're doing, he said, I advise just go with the 80 and call it a day.
Call it a day. And then another thing while we're speaking on transmissions, let me tell you guys, and this is going to be another video that I'm actually working on. I'm doing, I take notes for my content because I try not to put out any BS. Let me just throw this out here real quick because we're on the subject of transmissions and SS. If you, by any chance, or anyone out there, you're deciding you want to get a W body Impala, and because they don't have the new style, the new body style, they don't have an SS in. So you're deciding, oh, I'm gonna get me an SS. Okay, that's cool. But
front wheel drive.
But the transmission, just like the 4L60, was not meant to hold that type of power. Therefore, that transmission is going to be the first thing to go. You're going to get right at about 10,000 miles on that car, and you're going to start noticing some issues. If you get one, make sure that car has had a transmission overhaul. Please make sure, because that's another one of those ways that those people get you around tax time. If you decide you want to get you an Impala SS, a W body, more power to you. But that transmission, it is trash. Make sure you get another one. Monte Carlo, the Monte Carlos and that the 2000s, the millennial Monte Carlos, same thing. get another transmission. And it's always in the SS because it's just not made for that motor. It just wasn't. And Chevrolet was like, hey, yeah, you know, we screwed up, yada, yada, yada. But just please make sure it has an overhaul, because what's going to happen, you're going to blow your little $5,000 check on this car, and then you're going to end up spending another $5,000 getting, you can pay $2,300 for the transmission, but you got to pay for that labor. So now you're going to be screwed up,
Yeah,
it's out on some money.
That T-56.
Yeah, it's trash. It is trash. I mean, it's just, just touching on that subject. Like I said, there's going to be a video that I'm going to do about, and shout out to Henry Hampton. I don't know if he's watching, but he's one of my my friends on Facebook. Real good guy. He posted on my page, do a video on what to watch for during tax season. And women, especially when you go to these car lots, and I hate to say this, but you need to take a knowledgeable man with you, because if you don't know jack squat about cars, they're going to stick you in the stupidest thing. They just want to get a sale, and they want to screw you over, and they just want to get it off the lot.
And you know what's so crazy? That's why I get hit up every year about going to a lot from somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm going to this lot. I was like, I could have found you that car a whole lot cheaper.
Right.
Why I this car? I like the way it looked. Like, I've never told a story. A few years back, cousin of mine wanted this car, Honda Accord. It looked pretty. I said, I'm actually coming to Atlanta in a few days. Oh, you are? Well, can you come look at it? I put a deposit on it. They're gonna hold it for 7 days until my other part of my money coming. I'm paying cash. Okay. I went and looked at it. I mean, it was clean, looked brand new. I drove it. I cranked it up. Let me put it this way. I cranked it up. Okay, fine. All right. I drove it. I got out of the lot, made a U-turn at QT, brought it back. And when I came back with just me and she said, what you think? I said, leave this shit right here where it sits.
Exactly.
I said, leave this shit right here where it sits. I said, how dare y'all try to sell somebody a car like this? I opened up the hood, and I hadn't even opened up the hood at the time. She just wanted me to test drive it. As soon as I pulled the stick out, I said, just like I expected. I said, dude, have y'all checked tranny fluid in here? Oh, it's been fully service inspected. It's been blah, blah, blah. I said, dude, let me show you something. I pulled that transmission stick out, and the fluid was black. And I told him, I said, I already know what's wrong with it. I said, this transmission's about to go out. I said, it's going to cost this
supposed
much.
To be red. What do you mean black? It was black. Ew.
It was black, like oil. But it was tranny fluid, and it smelled burnt. I said, somebody messed up this whole transmission. Because it shift fine from first to second, third fine, but when it was going overdrive, it was going in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Now, Hondas are bad for that if you're not doing what you're supposed to do. And really all it is changing the strain in. That car really didn't get served. When they changed the oil in it, and they probably did change the tranny fluid in it. And they probably put some Lucas oil in it, and probably thought that would fix it.
No, they put their liquid glass in it just to shut up all the noise and stuff. And they put seafoam in it and liquid gas. They probably
did. I don't know exactly what all they did, but what I ended up doing was I told them nah. And then she said, well, no. If they try to act like this with this car, you ain't gonna buy nothing from here. I said, now I get cars, flip and do this, do that. Let me help you out.
Right.
I looked on Facebook Marketplace. She said, Facebook got a marketplace? Yep.
Yeah.
It's back when it first came out. I found the car on there. I called the people. They was like, yeah, you come look at it. It's in my yard, blah, blah, blah. I went and looked at it. And it was a private seller, older gentleman. He said, I'm going to tell you what's wrong with it. Only thing wrong with it needs some tires. And I can see that, but he was straight up with me. I test drove it. It was the same Honda. I talked the guy down. The place that we left, they wanted 18 for it. I talked him down to 11.2.
See? That's what's
and the
up.
car that we went to see, that we looking at with the guy, it had a whole lot less it had less miles on it. And the guy said, I have all the stuff in the book. Yeah, he brought his whole folder. He said this car has been serviced through Honda of Gwinnett County. Honda Gwinnett, because it's in Gwinnett County, Atlanta. And I forgot the name of the dealership that's Honda, but I was just saying Gwinnett. He said, I take it there. That's where I bought it from. That's where I get it serviced. He said, the only thing they told me was I needed some tires, and I just didn't put them on there. So I figured I'd lower the price down for the tires. He said, they told me what the tires were. He said, he gave me the quote. This is what the tires, they told me to offer 4 tires is what it is. So I lowered the price. So I talked it down to 11.2. And good. He took it. We did the transaction. I said, now, let's go catch this deal up here at Pet Boys. They got to buy 2, get 2 free with the lineman. Let's go get that real quick. And you can roll on. And she still got that car to this day. And she happy as hell. So, yes, I agree with you. If you don't know, take somebody knowledgeable with you. Research before you go. And these
Right.
days, I know TK ain't in here, but I had TK's garage on because he's like me, does cold parts and whatnot. Google the VIN.
I was
It
just
will
about
tell
to
you
say
so
that.
much about a vehicle. Google the VIN,
Y'all,
look it up. It'll tell you
look
so
it
much,
up,
and you can really
please.
check out and find out what's really going on with that car.
Please do. I mean, just you can see whether it's been in a car accident, if it had a salvage title, you can see all that stuff. But it's like I just urge y'all to please take someone with you. Don't play hardball with these people. Don't. That's the reason why, like I see the memes on Facebook and they're like, dang, you buy a car every tax season. What happened to the last car? What happens is you buy a piece of crap because you need something to ride around in. You get your little anticipation loan. So in January until March, you got your car. Then come August, September, after you done rolled all your homegirls around in it and your baby daddy or your boyfriend dropping you off at
I'm not
work.
you talking so much truth.
And they done dropped you off at work and they done rolled it to death or whatever. You know the little thing about you see a dude riding around the Ultimate, he get over 65 and it starts shaking. That's his baby mama car. Moving on. So you buy one of those little raggedy cars like that, and then you're buying a new car every tax season versus you can just get you one good car and be done with it. I've made that mistake before and knew about cars just because I was in a rush to get something. So this ladies, please don't go buying these raggedy cars. Don't do that. Get the VIN numbers off of it. Ask questions. Don't get it just because they got a cute little radio in it and some paint and some tint, and you just need a car. Don't do that because you're wasting tax money every year. You work hard for that money. You work hard for your tax money. So there's nowhere in the world I'll be getting back $5,600 and I'm going to buy me a new car every year. I'm buying car parts, not buying a new car. No, don't do that. So just please, just use some common sense. So that's gonna be one of my videos. Oh wait, I had to get back to tell you about this embarrassing video real quick.
Oh boy.
So in the next
Every
video
Chevy said message. You right. Had a message.
The video that I have coming out, I am changing the hub bearing assembly on my driver's side. I hit a pothole one night and it started making a roaring noise.
That's exactly what it is, that hub bearing. When you hear that horn.
I didn't know what it was at first. At first I thought I had a piece of plastic from something up under the car. And shout out to my paint guy, Corey Brown, who owns 8B's Customs. I did my video at his shop. I went by there to ask him if I could do it, and he heard me coming down the street. And he said, "You need to change your hub bearings." So I went to his shop. I can't even look in the camera right now. I'm so embarrassed. Went to the shop. And my lovely homeboy, and you're going to hear his mouth the entire time. Moth the Builder just he decided he wasn't going to edit too much of him because Bobby made the video. You're going to see me doing this stuff, and then all of a sudden you're going to hear him say something stupid. I was embarrassed just filming this stuff. It is so funny. Y'all are going to be paying more attention to him than you are me doing this car. I promise you. But it was fun. Y'all, that was some of the hardest work. That was so hard. And, going back to there's certain things that women can't do and certain things women can do. Mind you, that hub bearing assembly has been on that car since 2011 when the car was manufactured.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how tight those bolts are?
Oh, yeah.
I had to get a man to come and help me loosen up those bolts because it was just, Moth, he was filming. So he had, he couldn't put the camera down to help me.
And he
so
stood up here laughing too. He laughing.
Yeah, it was horrible. Oh my God. But y'all just wait. The video was hilarious. It was so embarrassing. But I even in the video I said it, I had to get help. I was sweating when I got finished with it. It was hard. It really was hard. So, I really hope that you guys enjoy that video because it is hilarious. I worked my butt off. My car rides just fine. It was just, when I tell you it was funny, it is funny.
I don't know if you can see the screen.
Yeah, I can see it.
I forgot I could do that, y'all. Send the messages up here. I'm so tied up in the whole thing right now, but I say, you know what? Let me put that up there.
If anybody, before we get off, if anybody has a question they want to put in the comments, can you post it up there real quick?
I sure can. And now unless they send it private, I got a lot of people sending private messages left and right.
Go ahead. I mean, ask anything. I don't care. Just ask.
No, I've already asked all of them already. The other ones, they said they'll just DM you about it. I'm like, yeah, that's best you do that.
Yeah.
You do that. Yeah. That's as best you do that. But I know one thing, I think Mr. John has said it and a few other people that have said in private. They're like, man, you know what? Yeah, you need to have her as a co-host. You need to do that. You need to do that. I said, yeah, because they like the chemistry that's going on, and you're knowledgeable about a lot of stuff with cars, and not only knowledgeable, they loving the conversations going on. Like they not realize I've been on here almost 2 hours, and I don't know go this long.
Oh wow! I just realized
go this long, but I'm not going on tomorrow, so it's fun. So they're like, dang, he on here a long time. Like somebody said, like, man, I got off, and I'm on lunch break now. You still on? I'm like, yeah, I'm still on. He said, I'm glad you're on. I can watch. He said, what I missed? Man, you missed too much now. You have to watch the replay.
We just having a conversation. That's basically it. I mean, I'm enjoying this.
Hold on. See? There you go.
Oh my God. That's an inside joke. And I'm not going to discuss that with all these people watching. That's an inside joke. Because the jokes that he was cracking they were awful.
But even Mr. John, he loved my issue that he said, yeah, I like the co-host.
Thank you. Thank you.
So yeah, Mr. John, we'll probably work on that. Probably see, Miss Koko real busy, so we'll have to see. Have to see how to get on. It's all up to her. I'll let her know the days I'm on. Like, hey, just let me know. I'll send you the link.
Now, before I get off, I have to brag real quick, and I'm one of those people. I'm not a vain person, but I'm going to tell you ahead of time that nobody's probably going to believe me when I say this. I just want to give a shout out to my son, who will be graduating from basic training on March the 5th.
All right.
Yes, I am. I'm a proud Air Force mom. I'm just, Martha Bill and I both, huh?
Yeah, I got a niece in Air Force. She just her graduation this past summer, and now she's stationed in Japan.
Okay, cool. Yeah, my Martha Bill and I, we have a son. He is graduating from the Air Force, and we are so proud. Like I am, y'all. When I tell y'all, I'm proud. Texas? Yeah, he's in. Everybody has to go to Texas.
Everybody goes to Texas. That's where my niece was at.
So I had to put that out there, y'all. I'm so proud. Just proud Air Force mom. My 19-year-old son, well, he's a man now. So, wow. I'm just
I had to
happy.
Put this up. This is what Pimmy said earlier when we was talking about at the track. Because he was there when that thing happened with Dumbass. He's gone now. Man, you got to check him out. He's one of the funniest dudes you ever want to see.
Who is that again?
Pimmy TV. I'll send you his link.
Okay.
Man, that dude is funny, man. I can't talk about him a whole lot without saying how funny he is, because it takes certain people to make my ribs hurt from laughing. Lavelle Crawford is one of them. CT is one of them. Okay, Clayton Thomas, he likes to just go by CT all day. CT. I was actually talking to him yesterday on IG on his live. He put me on. I need to go ahead and post that up too.
B-Lo. I can't. B-Lo. Oh,
that's another damn comedian. Between B-Lo and Memphis Mike, both of them had me cracking up.
B-Lo has I have tears coming out of my eyes on his live sometimes. He is. If y'all don't follow anybody, follow Bubba Chevy B-Lo on Instagram if you want a good laugh. Just
and one of my major supporters, I got to put her up here. Miss Thrice she said, congratulations. She said, congratulations to your son. I got to shout her out because for y'all that don't know, what she does is when she gets on her lives, she runs folks' channels and salutes them out. And she always runs my channel. I salute her and thank her for that. She's one of my greatest supporters.
Thank you.
Period. And I best salute her for that. And man.
Women empowering women. Oh my God. We have to talk about that one night. And women empowering women.
Well, you know what?
Amazing.
You know what? We're gonna have that for part 2 because guess what? As soon as you said that, somebody probably messaged me and said, yes, I said, yes, New York, I am a lady. I couldn't message right now because I was busy feeding my kids, but you need to have her on to talk about that. That's exactly what she just said. You need to have her on to talk about that. So we're gonna have to make that a whole nother show.
Oh yeah,
and talk about that because I'm one of those, and I know some people are like, "Oh, here we go," but no, it ain't. I love to see that. I don't like to see when women take it over too far and be like, "I don't need no man. I don't need it now." You got to get all like that.
Yeah, that's another show.
but when you talk about something, as far as empowering one another, because to me, I don't think nobody should hate on anybody, and that's dudes too.
Right.
Like and I think I talked about. No, I haven't talked about this on my live. And she's not on here, but shout out to KP. She actually gonna be on my show one of these days. She's busy doing a lot of stuff. And somebody had hit me up and said, "Man, you trying to do what she's doing? You trying to?" No. I was already doing my own thing, and it was you and Murph that said, "Hey, you need to check her out and what she's doing." And so I'm already following her already, but I didn't know she was doing that on IG. And when I saw that, oh man, she was doing that. Okay, cool.
Let me tell you, KP. Let me tell y'all something about KP.
That's my girl right there. I love
KP. And I'm not. I mean, I know I met her through Instagram, but I get kind of a little emotional when I talk about her because KP was one of the people. Thank you. KP was one of the people that was the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. KP has been through a lot of trash doing what she would getting to where she is now. KP is she has made a big accomplishment. She is an Amazon influencer.
Yes,
That
she is
not easy to accomplish. She was turned down a few times. That is not an easy task to accomplish.
Hey, I was turned down. I was turned down.
It's hard. And she received the email stating that she was an influencer. And she now sells merchandise on Amazon.
Yes, she does.
This woman has busted up.
And now today she has a code for my boy JD Dunk Parts.
She sure does. Mm-hmm. And if y'all have to understand that she is so much, and she is an influence to me, because if it wasn't for her and it is. Can you put my IG at the bottom of that, please?
I sure will.
Because it's a lot. This is,
I know
underscore
it's long.
and stuff.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go. Thrice, I'll give it to you. It's not letting me do it right now, but I'm definitely gonna give it to you.
KP and her daughter. I don't know if you World Stop Model. She has Politicking with Chris. Those two.
She's actually gonna be. I actually hit up today. So I was trying to get in touch with. She got on Belo's live. That's who I was talking about. Belo was like, hey. When I was talking about DM,
they have a hilarious friendship. They make jokes like they have kids together. It's all
they do, and that's why I was kind of confused for a minute, and then he kind of told me what it was. Oh, okay.
It's just joke, yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have her on the show coming up sometime or other. I'll hit her up, talk to her about that.
Just long story short, those two got me through one of the darkest periods in my life. People get placed in your life at a certain time for a certain reason. I don't know how I started following KP. No clue. And those two encouraged me and they helped me get through stuff. And they are one of the reasons why I started. One of the reasons why they were two of six people that are the reason why I started Cars for Koko. They told me, go out there and do what you need to do. Don't let anything and anyone stop you. Don't let a certain situation stop you. So much love to KP and Chris. Thank y'all. Y'all are wonderful. Before I get off of here, because the short person is, she's upset with me because she's knocking on my door. The tiny adult, that's 5. I want to give a major thanks to you. You are, one of the most respectful guys I've ever met. Thank you so much for having me on here. I appreciate your encouragement, your love. You are one of the people, the reason why I got the 1,000 today. You were one of the reasons why I have 20,000 views today. Thank you. Major shout out to Moth the Builder. He is my number one supporter. When I say that man has my heart, he has my heart. He is my number one supporter. He shoots my videos. He edits my videos. He pours all his energy into supporting me. Go follow him on go subscribe to his page. He's getting his content out there. We are helping each other get, content out there. Moth the Builder. He's in the comments. He's watching. Much love to him. Great dad. Awesome man. And my friends, I have friends, my friends.
This auto channel so I can go for another 2 hours. Man, you are really enjoying the whole show. I had the longest I ever been on my channel. That is, I've been on other people's channels just longer than this. But
just,
man,
I'm trying to hurry making sure my friends that have really just encouraged me to do this. Stacey Stiletto, I'm not gonna say her real name, her government name, but she goes by Stacey Stiletto. That's one you need to get her on your channel because she has a very interesting job.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you about that.
We need to go ahead and hook that up so I can get on.
Very interesting job. My friend Stacey Stiletto, Monique, Shantae, Kevin Cook got me through a dark period, got me through that same dark period. He's encouraging. You have to check out his YouTube channel. I'm gonna give a shout out to him on his son's YouTube channel. He's doing Cars with Cam. His son is going to car shows and he's reviewing the car shows. His son is, and it's pretty cool. Yeah. Just all of these people that I had in my circle that when I presented this idea earlier this year.
No, I'm already following him already.
Yeah, Squat No Sixes, yes. He's very knowledgeable. I've had, when I presented this idea and I wanted someone to help me with it, this is exactly what was told to me. Do you know how many people are already doing that? It's kind of stupid. It's, for you to be doing that.
All that. And I've learned from that is what I learned from that. I learned, do what you want to do it the way you want to do it. Mm-hmm. And don't listen to a lot of people. I had so many people that told me, why you want to do this? Why you want to do that? Why you want to do this? Why you want to do that? And I'm like, I will add yours when New York send it. Okay.
Got you. Okay, thank you. But just the moral of the story is, guys, when you have I don't know if anybody's ever watched Pretty Woman before, but she said the bad stuff is easier to believe. That is so true. When it's someone that's supposed to love you and they're constantly telling you negative things, it's easier for you to believe that. But you have to understand that when you have someone that's constantly telling you negative things and trying to kill your dream, that means they're jealous. Remember that. They're jealous because you have bigger ideas and you're trying to make moves. Go out there and do you. Be careful who you have in your circle, because just because they're in your circle don't mean they're for you. Be careful who you have in your circle. Go out there and live your dream. As long as it's something healthy and it's not going to hurt you or anybody else, get out there and do it. Once I had those people that got me through that dark time, once I had those people in my circle, my dream was not just to have a YouTube channel. It was for me to share my love and my passion for cars with people, encourage other women. Get out there and get dirty. Get out there and learn how to do something in your car. Put some gloves on. I like makeup. I like nails. I like hair. But it's okay to get dirty sometimes. Put on some gloves. Get out there and learn about your car. And my dream is to just be famous for that. That is my dream. And thanks to you all, and thanks to you, sir, I'm getting the exposure. And I love it.
And that's why I started this channel. Like, I don't think you saw the video. I did a video right after Thanksgiving. And I made up my mind what I was going to do. I already knew I was going to do, but I made up my mind right then and there, because at the time of me driving back from Louisiana back to Kansas City, I got notified that day before about a dude that I know that drowned. I said, man, it was a good dude, whatnot. Yeah, a lot of people, everybody that followed me, a lot of people that follow me from day one, they know I started all this because I was like, man, I want to do something, and life too short. Because a lot of people I done lost. Right. I lost a lot of people, including my dad, one of them. I lost my aunt and my grandmother in the same week, separate sides of the family, 2 days apart. So for me, I was like, you know what? Time is short. I'm gonna do this. I don't care if people don't like it. Well, I do care if people don't like it, but at the time, that's the attitude I had. I said, I'm just going to do it. So I made it the point to go ahead and do it. And when I came back, I jumped on live real quick. I mean, as soon as I got in the door, I came down here, jumped on live. And I still have it posted up now. It's me holding my New York hat with the Jay-Z shirt on. And I said, look, I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna start doing that. It's a lot of people want to meet that inspired me, that gave me inspiration and motivation, because that's what it's titled. And I started just naming people. And it so happened, Pimpin' Who You Saw was on, Stunner Reese was on it. A handful of people started. What I did was I took that video once it was done and I sent it to everybody who inspired me, period. I mean, even famous people, I sent it to them. And a lot of them came back and hit me up and was like, man, man, we appreciate that, man. That's what we out here doing. The only person that hit me back was Will Smith. He was the only one that hit me back. But everybody else did. I mean, after everybody, I mean everybody. And I don't want to go down the list because it's too long, but I sent it all to them in one group and said, man, hopefully they see this. Big Jaw was one of them. Walter French was another one. I know I'm naming people you probably don't even know. Shoot, man. Stephanie was another one. Like I said, there's so many people. I ain't gonna keep naming everybody. Barry Sanders was one of them. I know everybody knows Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders, yeah. Now
and
for
he
me,
actually hit me back. How about that?
Now for me,
Emmitt Smith was another. Emmitt Smith actually said right on. He had the fist up right on. Mm-hmm. He sent that back, and there was a few others that sent stuff back. My cousin, which I'm gonna go ahead and claim, my cousin Jerome Bettis, which is my first cousin from my mother's side. My mother was a Bettis. He didn't responded back, and the thing about it was like it wasn't for clout or anything like that. It's because you know what, I went through a tough time of losing all these people, and I wanted to let them know, like, look, you helped me get through this, and help me do what I need to do. Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. And me and Stunner Reese, we actually talked outside of it, and the Stunner was like, you know what, man, you make me want to reach out to people I ain't talked to in a minute after your whole life, and I'm gonna do that. And I said, man, you should do that because you never know. People be going, like, for instance, Kobe and the pilot and his daughter and everybody that was affected by that. That happened. That shocked the world. Like, man, you already know life show, but when that happened, it was like, wow. Better yet, this past weekend, the weekend gone, my cousin Daryl passed, and his funeral was Friday. It was Friday before last, and I was like, oh my God, man, dang. It's so many people I know that are leaving here, period. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna jump up. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I don't care what's going on. I'm gonna jump on and do it, and just do it. Period.
Right.
And I did it. Like a lot of people don't know, I sit and edit a lot. Them promos that's going on. Somebody asked me, who does your promos? I do my own promos. I do my own editing. I do my own scheduling. All that takes a lot of time outside of family and outside of work. Outside of everything, I sit and do all that on my own, and I don't complain about it. But I love doing it. And that's how I know, it's meant for me to do because I love doing it. But at the same time, I want people to appreciate how much goes into it.
Right.
Period.
I mean, and then also, hold on, like I gotta say this. Close the door. The influencer, as far as racing is concerned, because right here, as far as racing is concerned, I know I say him a lot, but Big Murph, I don't know if you were watching.
I remember I was there the whole time.
That man right there, East Coast Riders, 2005.
Yeah, I know before East Coast Riders.
At the first time, Puerto Rican Johnny, all of them.
Man, Puerto Rican Johnny,
Puerto Rican Johnny. I'm
Puerto Rican Johnny.
I've
that
never
was
got
one
the
of the
chance
coolest
to meet
dudes
him.
You ever want to meet.
Right.
When I met him, and it was doing the street races.
Mm-hmm.
It was him. He was going against the Yankee dude. I forgot what his name was. Yankee something.
Yankee. Wait.
What's his name?
Moff the Builder. What's his name?
Had the photo Impala.
Moff the Builder. What's his name? Because he was on East Coast Riders too.
What's his name? Yankee something. Crazy Yankee.
I know you're talking about. Yeah.
I can't think of his name. But anyway, when I saw that whole race, and I mean, they spanked the hell out of him. I want some money off that race. And we was up there on Portland Industrial. And the craziest thing was this. It was like, man, he showed so much love that day. And I was filming it, actually. And I said, man, I ain't filming location. I ain't posting this no time soon. He said, posting it. I said, YouTube, what's that? This before anybody knew what YouTube was. Right. And I told him, I said, yeah, I'm going to edit it. I'm going to post this. I'm going to block out the tags. I'm going to blur this out, do this, do that. And, man, when I heard about the accident and how he passed, I was like, man, I reached out to a handful of people that was close to him just to confirm it. Because I was actually in New York when it happened. I was in New York.
I didn't believe it. I thought it was
I didn't either. I didn't either. And Jay from Jay Custom, shout out to Jay. he hit me back and was like, "Yeah, man, that happened."
Wow. But yeah, it's just, you know, just watching East Coast riders. That's what I'm like. That's what they originated. If anybody know your history, they originated big rim racing. Everybody on that video, that's your history. Big rim racing. That's where that came from. And I fell in love with the Coach Donk. Big Murph Coach Donk. I fell in love with that car.
Yeah.
And after that, you couldn't tell me nothing. Big Murph that's my inspiration. And on that Big Murph, if you were going to watch this, if you know whatever Big Murph has mentioned me, he's talked to me on lives before.
I'm sending him the link. I want him to see this.
He just don't know. I'm actually supposed to I'm going down to Sandbar at the end of March. And I already told him I was coming, and he said that you can get on the boat.
Those that don't know what the Sandbar is.
Yeah. Don't bring your kids.
Don't bring your kids.
You can't bring kids.
Like, what's Sandbar?
Don't bring kids.
I know, and somebody said, "Damn, New York, you get around."
Yeah.
I'm gonna start calling you Tupac. You get around.
Yeah, he told me he said that I told him, I said, man, I can't wait to meet you. I'm coming to the shop. Like everybody that knows me knows that Big Murph is like, and I don't call people idols, so to speak, but when it comes to the big rim racing world, you can't tell me nothing about Big Murph. I love that guy. You know, I almost like I'm standing him. You know what it means to stand somebody.
Yeah.
You know, but
and you know what's so crazy? I didn't get a chance to post it yet, but when I did my live with him, he said, "I don't consider myself as a legend. I know people do." And I told him, I said, "Murph,
he's humble. He's so humble.
He's so humble." I said, "Murph, let me tell you this." I said, "Look," I said, "most people consider you as that and consider you the Godfather because it was other people that did it before you and that was already doing this, but you put it on a whole different level."
Yes.
I said, "And the level that you put it on, when I first met you after being in Miami, I was doing heavy security at the time, did in New York, and this guy that worked with me, he's from the Pork and Bean. So he took me to see his family. Then we went to this shop. I forgot the name of the shop. And I was like, man, what is that running? It sounds like a race car was coming down the street. We walked out the shop and looked, and all I could see was Big Murph turning. Music playing. And he was in that 7-tray vert with that coach interior with them Cadillac.
Did you see the Eminem truck? Did you see that?
I went further back than that. I said, "Murph, I remember when you had the two-door box on slicks." He said, "Man, a lot of people don't remember that." So that's how far I go back. I said, "You took me for a ride in the vert. You let me sit in it. I was taking pictures with my little throwaway camera. You let me take a ride in it." Angry Yankee. Yeah, he put it up. Angry Yankee.
Yep. I remember that.
So, and I told Murph, I said, when people say that, I said, I know you're calm and you're like, I'm not this, I'm not that. I said, take it as this. Take it as a respectful thing. They're giving you flowers while you live, and they're giving you they know what you put down to the game. Right. And the thing about it is, we know you coming back out strong. We know that. I said, we know that. We know, because I told him personally, I said, I know what you've been through. I know what's going on. I know you coming back strong. It's come back slow, but I know you come back strong, especially with that wagon. I know some things going to happen heavy. I said the thing about it is, a lot of people, if you wasn't doing what you were doing, even though people were doing it before you that you look up to, but if you wasn't doing what you were doing, it wouldn't be going like it's going down. No, I said even Dunk Master himself had to give you praise from his video. Said, man, I was watching him, and I checked him out, and I watched this and watched that. Yeah. You influence a lot of people to do a lot of great things. And the thing about it is, but you influencing all these people to do all these great things, people are just showing that love and respect. That's all it is. They're showing it in their own little way.
And then shout out to Vito No Shake, who put those videos. I met him at Stunt Fest in 2015, and it took everything out of me to look like I have the picture on my page. My hair the wind blew, and my hair was standing up like this.
I saw that. Matter of fact, you'll see. Matter of fact, you're in the clip of the video that's on my page. My throwback clip.
Oh, really?
From 2015. Yes, I didn't even realize until I watched it. I had my videos just run the playlist, and I had to pause and I said, "Oh shoot, Koko's right there in the picture."
Oh wow, yeah, I
didn't even pay attention to it. But you was out there. I mean, it's everybody and anybody that was out there at that racetrack in Hampton.
But Vito had just touched down, and he came up to Atlanta, And I was so excited to meet him. I had to keep my composure. And I'm a grown woman, so I had to keep my composure. I was like, oh my God. And he was so nice. I said, can I take a picture with you? He was like, sure, yeah. And I was like, man, I have been following you since, East Coast Riders Volume 1. I appreciate that. People got to understand that when you get that kind of fame and notoriety, you give celebrities their space because they're human. But when they do talk to their fans, that humility, I mean, they're just so. Vito is one of the coolest people I've ever come across. He's so humble.
Excuse me,
so
still
humble.
is. He
I
is.
was like, he still is. He's so humble.
Oh, I said, whoa. He still is. He is very humbling, real cool. And matter of fact, I got footage talking to him that I can't post because of the music in the background. Everybody had his stereo system playing. So YouTube kept digging me for it, I said, you know what? I can't even post it. If I post it, I'm going to have to end up shutting it all the way down. And then you can't hear what he's saying. You just see him. So I was like, I better not even post it. I'll just hold on to it.
But yeah,
definitely shout out to him, because if it wasn't for him, a lot of stuff would happen. And a lot of people don't know this either. If it wasn't for him, that Born and Raised in the County of Dade, that song wouldn't have did what it did.
Was it the Co-Defendants? You remember the Co-Defendants?
Because they were the ones that did that song first. And Khaled spun it around. And Vito No Shake is in the video. And I asked Vito, I said, man, how they just twist y'all song around like that? He said, man, they went ahead and did this and did that. And this what they did. Man, that should have been y'all on that. Y'all should have been up on it. Well, we don't care. And this is what he said. This was his word. They represented our city, and that's all that mattered. I said, you know what?
You had to get your exposure some kind of way.
You're right. He was in the video chilling. But you know what? We're going to go ahead and get rid of this lie, because, man, we start to lose people. And I know people somebody hit me up like, man, I can sit here all day, but I got to go to work tomorrow. You're right.
I got to go to work tomorrow, and I got to get somebody ready for school tomorrow.
See, same thing. So this is what we're gonna do. Well, I actually work from home tomorrow, Friday. So, but I still got to drop the kids off. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna end this. But Miss Koko, thank you for coming on. I'm definitely gonna have you on again. And yes, I know. Yes, the co-host thing. Yes, we're gonna talk about that. Yes, we're gonna talk about that. I have on for that. Yes. See, I got people hitting from what about co-host? Yes. We're gonna talk about that. But definitely,
I appreciate
thank you for coming on.
Much love to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And that's what it's about. It's about helping one another. And man, if you say I help you get to 1K, then hey.
I appreciate it. Y'all, please go subscribe to my my YouTube page. I'm gonna have another video posted probably tonight. That crazy video posted tonight. It's already on there. It says Cars with Koko. It is spelled exactly like that. Please go check me out. If you just don't know that there is more to come, we have more in store for that channel. You have no idea. It's going to be more coming. So, but I just thank you all for your support. I really appreciate it. The people that are in my corner, New York, you are one of the most amazing individuals I've ever come across on social media, and I really much love to you. So, and my child is waving in the camera because I don't show her face. So yeah, okay. Stop. So, but thank you all. I really appreciate it, and I just look forward to chatting it up with you again. I appreciate it. And
we'll definitely have you on here again, and definitely talk to you about the co-host part. Being everybody's asking me about it, and shout out for y'all that just hung in. There's only 6 in here now out of the I don't know, like 30, 40 something here early, 50, whatever minute it was, and now everybody kind of drowned off. Sorry, y'all, my live, you don't run this long, but you know what? I wanted to make sure she got everything else she want to say. I'm going to have her on here again, especially more guests. And also, Monday, guests will be here, 6:30. Y'all have to stay tuned. I already posted it on IG who it is. I ain't going to say who it is. For those that's not on IG.
Name on there. It's MISS underscore.
Hold on.
Okay. All right.
Hold on.
All right.
People send me messages blocking everything out. Okay, underscore.
All right, you put MISS underscore KOKO underscore PUPH. Miss Coco Puff. Spelled it kind of weird.
Yep, I know.
So y'all follow me on Instagram. My page is public. So just follow me on there.
Oh, appreciate it, Beach hanging in here with me.
Who is?
Beach 15. He hanging in here with me. He normally does. Mm-hmm. He's hanging in.
Thank y'all.
That's our IG right there. Definitely go check her out. Definitely. Shout out to Muff the Builder as well. You know, he helped you get some stuff together. And I couldn't even remember. I said Yankee. That's all I can remember was Yankee. Angry Yankee.
Angry
That
Yankee.
night he was angry. That night he lost the race. I remember he got out the car and he kicked the hell out of the damn tire. And then they loaded that shit up on that trailer so fast they were gone. They were gone. I just saw him pull on finish down. I said, did they even strap it down? Yeah, they strapped that shit down fast and they was gone.
In the video, nobody beat cut the check the whole entire video. Nobody beat that box.
Not when it was Pro Charge then, before the new setup. Man, that was the first Pro Charge box I seen in person.
Oh, wow.
But definitely we'll have you on again, maybe next week. See what the schedule's like. But shout out to everybody that's hanging in. Big Brooks, appreciate you coming back. But we out of here. We gone. Y'all be safe. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody out
Valentine's
there.
Day. Good night. And remember, I need my car parts, so some of y'all gonna be single as hell tomorrow. So all right, good night, y'all.
All right, y'all. We gone. We out.
Bye.